Acceptance criteria, T's and C's apply. 123 Money Limited Trading as 123.ie is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland. RSA Insurance Ireland DAC provides 123 car insurance. New policies only.
Well, Summer, you gave us quite a surprise. But now it's time to say so long to those endless ice creams, sandy sandwiches, so-so salads and sunburn. And welcome back to what we're good at. Proper, decent clothing. Normal bedtimes, a bit of, routine. And welcome back to Emo Home Heating Oil. Order yours before September 30th at emo.ie or call 1850 366 645. You could win 1,500 litres of oil free. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's go. FM104's Big Picture with movies at cinemas. Blockbuster entertainment at the greatest value.
Denzel Washington's back in The Equalizer 2.
Hey, how you doing? I'm the driver you called to take home your girlfriend. The credit card was invalid. Come in. You're not gonna ask me if she got home okay? I'm gonna need your cameras. Anything you might have used to record what you did here tonight. You knocked on the wrong door tonight, Pops.
If you have a problem and there's nowhere else to turn, the mysterious and elusive Robert McCall will deliver the vigilante justice that you seek. This time, however, McCall's past cuts especially close to home when thugs kill Suzanne Plummer, his best friend and former colleague.
Robert, I've been thinking. It's great you're helping all these random people and everything, but that's not going to fill that hole in your heart. I'm obligated to tell you these things. I'm the only friend you got.
Denzel Washington returns to one of his signature roles in The Equalizer 2, which is the first sequel of his career. Fans will love this action thriller, which serves up some swift, ass-kicking justice to those that deserve it most.
You ever see Star Trek? Yes, sir. You make sure I get a 5-star rating. Yes, sir.
I'm Sean Monsanti with The Big Picture in Dublin's FM104.
Dublin's hit music station.
FM104. Warning. This show contains content for mature audiences only. It has been classified as suitable for over 18s. It's the FM104 Phone Show. It's controversial. It's different radio for 2018.
Hey, very welcome to the phone show here on this Wednesday. Cormac's in for Keith, who is off this evening. I'm going to be giving you a chance a little bit later on to win tickets to Movies at Swords or Dundrum. We'll be playing the phone show pub quiz a little bit later on. Details of that coming up. Down with this sort of thing. Careful now at 9:40, as always, on a Wednesday. And then we will be cracking into this message we got from Mark about the situation with gambling problems here in this country. A really bit of his message. He says, on the front of one of the papers today, there's something about demanding the HSE spend more money for free services for gamblers. There's far bigger problems in the HSE than wanting them to spend money on problem gamblers. These lads need to cop on, grow up and stop blaming everyone else. They need a good dose of responsibility and stop blaming the lack of free services for their problems. So I want to know if you think our Mark's comments in any way fair, and just how much of a problem is gambling in this city and in this country. We've spoken about it before, but does the HSE now need to step up to the plate and provide more support services for gambling addicts and make this a priority over potentially other subjects? We'll be talking about that just after 10 o'clock this evening. As always, the numbers 53104 for 20 cent or 6797. FM104.
The FM104 Phone Show with Cormac Moore.
It's controversial. It's different radio for 2018.
FM104.
Joining me as you always seem to do, Crossy, on these nights. Any cracks, sir?
Hello.
Can you hear me now? That microphone's a little bit weird. You have to talk into a particular side of it, otherwise it doesn't like you very much. There you go.
This is a joke.
Now, if I can describe to you what Thomas Cross is trying to do right now, is sitting across from me. The microphone arm is broken, so the thing the mic is on that bends and moves around is broken, so it's balancing on a monitor screen that isn't working, and
we're probably going to get in trouble for slagging off the equipment.
No, listen, it's all getting upgraded. It's all getting upgraded. I
saw the plans. It looks very good.
Oh, did you see the plans now?
I saw them very much.
Now, I know you may not meant to mention this on air, but I thought this was great. Can you tell everyone, all of us here listening again, What in the name of God did you witness on your way into work this evening?
Wow, this is sad, right? Only because I know the unbelievable work that Dublin town and all the businesses around O'Connell Street do. Like, it's incredible. So walking in, I was at O'Connell Bridge, got off the bus to Ongar, just there at O'Connell Bridge, walked across O'Connell Bridge. There was 2 girls and a guy. It's a sad state of affairs. There must be a bad batch of drugs going around, because they were roaring and shouting and screaming like, the drugs.
Who was there?
These 2 girls and a guy. Like, they were roaring about whatever they had taken. They were giving out about it, saying it was a bit too hard or was a bit too wrong. I don't know what they were saying. Anyway, then he kind of stumbled away, and she said, "You're never going to get with anyone." Jumped out and pulled out some lipstick and put lipstick on your man's lips and said, "No girl's ever going to get with you." At that stage, right, he pushed her. She fell onto an older lady. You know the shollies that they have? You know, those old school granny sholly things?
Yeah.
I picked her up. I was like, "You okay? You grand?" And she was kind of shook. She was afraid. And I understood. I was like, "Well, I ring the guards. Those little scumbags, they can't be doing that." And then that was that. I left. She was okay. Walked up then to outside McDonald's. There was a fella on the phone threatening some fella, saying he had a gun. Then I walked up to the corner just at the Lewis tracks, and there was 2 other girls baiting the eye out of each other. I'm like, what is going on here? As that's going on, there is a ton of tourists all around O'Connell Street.
No.
Right? Then I get on to Lewis, and there's a fella smoking weed on the Lewis. Like, physically has the fag in his mouth. And I'm like, that has literally been 3 minutes of a walk to get from to the top, well, the bottom of O'Connell Street up to the Lewis. I don't know how businesses are, like, fair play to them, because I would have bouncers at every single street corner, and if you're looking unruly, you're out the door.
It's an eventful old morning. Would that have been one of the crazier days you've seen in Dublin?
Yeah, I used to see, when I used to work in the show, I used to hate walking down O'Connell Street. It used to be, you'd be afraid at 4 o'clock.
In the afternoon or in the morning?
In the afternoon.
Really? Was that bad?
If there's a taxi man or a woman listening, 6797104, I think O'Connell Street now needs a lot of help.
Really?
A lot of help.
Now, there was always videos that went around back in the day, like do you remember the Hurley fight? There was a big row on, I think it was on the corner of Henry Street. Craziest thing I've ever overheard in Dublin was walking through Temple Bar, right? And there was a guy, and he looked a bit rough. You know what I mean? He just looked like... He just looked, the head of him, you could tell he was a little bit rough, right? But he had a young kid with him, 4 or 5, and they were walking down, and it's the strangest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, because he looked at the kid, right? And he was having an argument, not an argument, he was talking to the kid, and he says, "So say that to me again. You set her clothes on fire, and then you went back into bed." But that's all I heard. You know, when you're just walking by, and they're walking by me, and that's all you catch of the conversation, and you're kind of like, all right.
It's I'm sorry for coming in here putting it down on everyone. I know the opposite side of it. If you were homeless, you'd rather be off your bin than having to sleep rough. I probably would, but I just think at this stage now, like, there's a massive problem. And I'm just sorry for the people who are working night and day to have a roof over their heads and having to walk down Con Street and maybe getting threatened, getting their phone nicked off them, getting a box, having to watch people kick the living muck out.
I seen 2 other things in town that kind of, from a distance, that look really scary. I seen a woman almost get mugged. She had another woman, she was, let's say in her late 20s, but she looked strung out of it. She looked like she was just gone, but she was screaming at your one to give her hand back, and your one was there on her own, was terrified. It was near just off actually Grafton Street, and it was there, and then the guy she was with was trying to drag her off. And then I saw another time in Temple Bar, just a guy, and this guy looked seriously heavy, as in really built, really strong, looked really aggressive, and again looked out of it and just started screaming at this woman with a buggy and a pram, you know what I mean? And she was absolutely terrified. I know, there's, like every city though, I suppose, there's kind of good, the bad and the ugly, but that was a particularly eventful day. Yeah, within 3 minutes. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, really. Now, but look, that's O'Connell Street, and it's sad that it's like that, because it's such a gorgeous, it's lovely, gorgeous little street, lovely little city. Got the big spire on it. I mean, if you've seen it, and that's the craziest thing you might have ever seen in the city centre, let us know. 53104 for 20 cents. We might get to you and see if it lives up to any of the craziness that happens, but we'll move on to something a little bit happier and nicer. We've got a call in to the studio. Jane, are you there?
Yeah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, tell Carter hello. I just want to say hello to my dad. He's listening to you at the moment.
That's very nice. Where are you from, Jane?
Pardon?
Where are you from?
Ballymun.
Lovely, jubbly. Is that place done up yet?
He's 80 on Saturday, Crossy.
What's that?
He's turning 80 on Saturday.
That's fantastic. You having a party for him?
Well, anybody that knows him, be down to Shamrock for 12:30.
I'd laugh if we arrived.
I know, but I said to him, I said, wait till he's another 8 years extra. That'll be 2 fat ladies, 88.
How's your day been, Jane?
Guys, listen, I'm going to hang up now because I'm tired myself, but thank you very much, guys.
Okay, James, thanks very much.
Bye now, thank you very much.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Okay. It's Jane.
Thanks, Jane, for that. So happy birthday to her dad. The birthday request show.
Happy
it was
birthday.
Like the Den. I remember one day my face was on the Den. Remember years ago?
The Den or Crime Line?
No, that was later on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
remember the Den where you could get your birthday request shouted out?
Yeah, I do.
Ray Darcy. How are you, Jenny? Ray Darcy. Read it out.
It's not a bad Ray Darcy you do there, Crossy.
I do it quite a bit in here. Quite a bit to a point where they're like, shut up. Yeah, so I was 8 years of age.
Yeah.
And my mum put my little face in. Happy birthday to me. And it was on the Den. Remember Dustin, Socky, or had you got the posh channels?
Oh, I did not have the posh channels. Do not worry about that now.
Very sad day today. Lambert Studio Theatre, you know, where all the bits and bobs came from your childhood.
Yeah.
They're closing the theatre down in Dunleary, but they're travelling, which is very sad. But good news is Bosco is coming on the Strawberry Alarm Clock.
No, he's not.
The end of September.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
That's not fair. Why do you get the good guess? We could grill Bosco about what's it like to live in digs like that are so small, and what are his thoughts on the housing crisis.
Have you ever been out of your box, Bosco?
So hang on, so when's that?
It's the end of September. This Friday, actually, we have got an exclusive. And I'm not talking expose exclusive. I'm talking an exclusive first play of Hosier's brand new track. And guess what?
Bosco's on it.
Hosier's in the studio as well.
Would you go away?
No one else in Ireland. And Hosier's going to be on with us this Friday morning, I think at 8 a.m, 10 past 8.
That's a little bit upsetting, Crossy. But so Bosco and Hosier, two of possibly one. I know Hosier's going to go on to be, a big Irish icon as well. But and
come here, let me just ask the question here. Saoirse's on the phone tonight. Saoirse, let's whisper into her ear there. You're in the video, aren't you?
Hang on a second, what?
Yeah, so Saoirse, who's on the switch tonight, she is in the video for Hosier's brand new song.
Hang on a second. Saoirse, drop everything and will you run down?
We've no mic.
I know we've no mic, but you can share Crossy's. Come down to the studio and chat about that. That's a hell of a lot going on. Come here, is Bosco's doing a tour or something?
Bosco's doing a tour of Ireland, and he's going to be in Dundrum, I think, in November.
Come on in, Saoirse's on for Gav this evening now, and I'm the last one to know about these things, but Hosier's coming into Strawberry Alarm Clock when again, Crossy?
This Friday at around 10 past 8.
And Saoirse, you've been on the show quite a lot, mainly about your relationship situations and Spanish men accosting you on a beach. But what's the story now?
That's only on this show.
But that's only on this show. That's very true.
I'm a little bit more civilised otherwise. So
you actually have a real job and are a decent person.
Yes, I am a very decent.
But what's the story with the Hosier gig?
So it's all about activism. I can't really say too much because it's dropping actually tomorrow evening. The video is coming out. So it's very exciting. So I was really very honoured to be asked, actually.
And are you doing anything fun in it?
No, I'm actually doing something more serious.
Oh no, we're going to ask you and it'll be something really serious and we'll be like, God.
No, I can't.
He will walk you into this one. I wouldn't say anything
I'm saying no more. And also, I'm sorry, I'm breathing on Crossy right now because I just tasted the new Tayto crisps.
Hang on, where are these? Why? How come I haven't been given any, by the way?
Because there was only one packet left and it's mine.
They're everywhere. I'm sick of them.
I've
had so many of them today. They're so nice.
I haven't gotten any at all. Apparently, if you're listening and you would even like some, because you have a better chance of me getting them, there is something up, I think, on our FM104 Instagram page for to win what?
And to win a box of them. I think it's about 60 in a box. Lads, they're absolutely gorgeous. We're going to be talking about them a bit later on the show.
Which is the flavour?
So it is a spice bag.
So we're giving away spice bag flavour on it?
Flavours, yeah. We're going to keep the cheese and ones.
Mother of God, that's unreal. Well, listen, Saoirse, thank you very much for coming down.
No worries. Keep an eye and ear out tomorrow evening.
And where will it be released? I'm sure we'll release it on our page anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. I don't know what time yet, so just keep an eye.
I'll try and find out. Yeah, but then we have the exclusive chat with him then the next morning.
Happy days.
Yeah. He's a lovely fella. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he did a very well. He did a couple of surprise performances down on EP as well during the stage. I can't remember.
Mabel Staples.
So
Cormac, why did you not see this?
See what? Why did I not see?
Hosier as well. C would be the...
I didn't see many people, Thomas, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't see many people at all.
Roaring abuse at everyone. I was that drunk man in the corner roaring abuse at people. It is Cormac.
Yeah. I was just a bit tired and emotional. I went around actually trying to get people like Baz Shamway to sing funeral hymns with us.
Oh, I've got a flashback of that.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah. Poor old Baz, I was roaring abuse at him as well.
Oh, what were you saying?
And I was working. I was just on FM104's Instagram shouting, "Hey, Baz! Baz!" I got to the stage where he just took the phone off me and started playing by himself.
He just brought you home. He was like, "Listen, just go away." No,
yeah.
I was trying to get everyone to sing funeral hymns, or just funeral hymns or mass hymns, but it didn't go down too well at all. So I saw a bit of Dua Lipa.
She was fantastic. Yeah, Dua Lipa was unbelievable. Come here, here's one for you. We were talking about kids' TV shows. Bosco brought us back. Can anyone remember the name of the dog that was on the Den?
Oh, God.
So you had Zig, Zag, Podge. You had Snotzer.
Yeah.
Dustin, Socky. What was the name of the dog that was on the Den?
I can't even remember. I can't even remember if there was a dog.
Have we any goodies to give away?
Yeah.
Do you know what we have, right? I have a couple of bags of Tato's spice bags. I'll post them out to you.
Don't go eating them.
Yeah. 087 6797. Do you know what? Pick up the phone. 6797 104. What was the name of the dog? I'll give you a clue.
What's the clue?
He was blue. He or she was blue. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. The dog was blue. It was in the Den.
The name of the dog in the Den.
And he'd come in every once in a while.
I cannot remember that.
You can't remember the dog?
I think you're lying.
Anyone in Dublin remember this dog that was on the Den? So what we had Socky, Dustin. We had Ted. Remember Ted used to always bait the head out of Ray Darcy? Just a Teddy used to be thrown into the studio. Apparently he gave him a black eye before.
Oh, really?
They threw it at him so hard it nearly knocked him out.
They filled it with rocks. They knocked it out. No, that's a good one. All right, so 6797104 or 53104 for 20 cents in the text. The name of the dog, that's after catching me off guard. The name of the dog, we've got a brand new, only released today, Tato spice bag flavours, and we'll throw in an FM104 goodie bag as well. Get them into us, we'll reveal all next.
FM104's Block Party Mix. Whenever you need me, whenever you want me.
Hey Frank Jazz, what up? It's your boy Lil Wayne.
Don't care what your friends say.
Hey yo, what's up? This is Kanye West. You listen to the hottest DJ in the world right now. I'll let you know, Frank Jazz.
The biggest hits in the mix. Frank Jazz. Frank Jazz. Hey Frank Jazz.
Frank Jazz. Remember that name, cause he killing the game. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Frank Jazz called, so I rolled up. FM104's Block Party Mix.
Frank Jazz. You know it's FM104. FM104.
At Santa's House Express in Palmerstown Estate, we're looking forward to welcoming you to our 2018 festive experience. This year, we'll have an extended festival funfair area for all the family to enjoy. As always, there will be the magical Santa Express train journey, the Enchanted Manor home with Mrs. Claus and the elves, and of course, everyone will get to meet the big man himself. Tickets on sale now and selling fast. Book yours at santasHouseExpress.ie.
You thought you'd need to shop around to get the best long-term savings on gas and electricity. But then you remembered you're with Electric Ireland and nearly 1 million other people who are getting the best savings on gas and electricity year after year. Join us today. Search electricireland.ie, because being with Electric Ireland is smart. Being with us and never switching again is smarter. Electric Ireland. That's smarter living. Conditions apply. Estimated annual bill is €1,730. Dual fuel, direct debit and online billing. Residential customers only. Based on rates at August 28th, 2018.
This is Freaks on Friday. The weekend is who's here.
FM104's Freaks on Friday. This Friday from 7 p.m. with Corona Extra, making your holiday moments matter. Log on, lime in. Always drink Corona Extra responsibly.
FM104.
FM104's The Buzz.
Hi, I'm Saoirse. Louisa has her friends and family to thank for helping her survive the festival season. Louisa says having her loved ones nearby helped her overcome stage fright.
I just like to bring my friends and family, to be honest with you. They keep me motivated and they help me when I'm backstage and I'm getting a bit nervous and calm me down, because I do get quite nervous.
His new movie may have broken box office records, but he will always be remembered for his role as Leslie Chow in The Hangover. The Buzz caught up with Ken Jeong to find out if we can expect a Leslie Chow spin-off.
The Hangover is what got me to the dance. That's why I'm here, doing Crazy Rich Asians. I would love to do Todd Phillips and everyone, their family to me. I would love to do anything Chow related. It'd be amazing.
They might work in the same industry, but Simon Webb reveals he's got another thing in common with Big Narsty. Simon reveals their unlikely connection.
We share the same barber. Very, very. So it's pretty funny. And the thing is he's Marvin from JLS's cousin. He would never say it.
FM104.
The FM104 Phone Show with Cormac Moore.
It's controversial. It's different radio for 2018.
FM104.
I'm going to be telling you about saliva beer and why a priest wants to tax women and their wedding dresses. In about 20 minutes' time, I'm down with this sort of thing. Careful now. But first, the question which has caused a lot of wrong answers and confusion and kind of caught me off on the hop a little bit, Crossy, was what again?
So, bring it back to the late 90s, TV at its finest for kids. So any 80s kids or 90s kids will remember this. There was a dog on the den. So you had, Jenny and Ray Darcy here. That was very bad.
Good. No, it's not bad.
You had Ray Darcy. You had Eno, you had Damien McCall, you had the other fella, Francis, that is his name. You had all them, all the presenters doing whatever they do. But you had Dustin the Turkey, you had Socky, you had Snotzer, you had Zig, you had Zag, you had Podge, sometimes Raj, and you had Ted. But they also had a little dog, little blue fella.
Never, I can't even picture the dog in my mind.
Big pink nose.
No idea. Listen, 53104 for 20 cents, 6797 FM104. We've got a load of the free crisps, the free Tato spice bags that Crossy was given today that we're going to give away, and also an FM104 goodie bag. We'll go to James first. James, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Up to anything interesting this evening?
Sorry?
Up to anything interesting this evening?
No, not really.
Crossy.
Hello.
Just off what James has said, what do you think he does for a living?
I'd say James works for a tech company and is working shift work and is on his way home now.
No.
Oh, I think he's an accountant.
No.
What do you do? Take us out of our misery.
I work with lone parents. I help out lone parents through
Oh, fantastic. Good job.
Way better than all those jobs we suggested.
Definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Working late tonight, James?
Yeah.
What part of Dublin are you in?
Going off?
No, that was the seatbelt. I switched off the seatbelt kick thing,
Oh, there you go. Keep it safe. Keep it rocking. So, James, you remember the Den way back when?
Oh, God. Well, being a lone parent and rearing a child young at that age, I was watching a lot of TV with them, Do
you know what I never got until my later life. My mum used to always be laughing at the Den, and I never understood it. And then there was a lot of sexual innuendos.
Oh, was there?
With them, that it would go over all the kids' heads, but the adults would be like, I know well what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the cartoon show that used to be on BBC, Captain Pugwash?
I do remember Captain Pugwash.
There was your indication. There, I tell you, adult content.
Captain Pugwash. Let me have a quick look at this now. I've never... I've missed out on apparently a lot. All my memory is just fading. No, I never watched Captain Pugwash.
Oh, you missed him. Oh, his mate was Master Bates and Seaman Stain.
No, this is a lie, James. You are absolutely... That's a lie.
You check it out, man.
I'm going to check it out now. It wasn't Master Bates was not...
Master Mate, not Bait, lads. Come on. 9:20.
Master Mate's close enough, though.
And you know what Captain Pugwash is the slang for in England?
Imagine.
Yeah, Tom the cabin boy. Then there was Willie. Then there was Barnabas. Then there was Cutthroat Jake. It just, you could get away with... this is how bad it is. I was actually saying this to Nobby the other day. James, do you ever watch Only Fools and Horses?
Yes, I do.
If you watch some of this stuff now, it's some of the things they say, even the royal family, you'd be you can't say that these days.
Oh, that's not playing. Hang on. Is this it? Captain Pugwash? Is this one of those programs? You remember Muzzy? That would have been syndicated in different countries all over the place. You remember Muzzy Moore? There was also Italian and French version. Was that one of these? Because he looks it sounds Italian. Captain Pugwash.
Pugwash. That was a great one. So who do you think is the dog, James?
It's Stocky, because he used to have socks for ears.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It is not Socky. Socky was the sock monster. Remember him? He had loads of socks.
Yeah, but the dog used to have socks for ears as well.
No, he had little balls for ears.
No, that's Zag.
Oh, it's all going down now. Hang on. James isn't happy with this, Crossy.
James, you hang on there. PJ. How are you, PJ? You're on the FM104 Phone Show. How are you?
Not too bad yourself.
Oh, not too bad, sir. So who do you think it is?
Snotzer, I think was the name of the dog.
Snotzer was the name of the dog?
Yeah.
Okay. What makes you think that now? Was Snotzer a dog?
It just popped into my head there. I'm very sure that was the dog.
Yeah.
I can't believe none of you have got this. Lads, 53104 for 20 cent. How have you not got this? Snotzer was the pig. He wasn't...
Sorry, I remember Snotzer was the pig, but then what was Socky?
Socky was a sock monster.
Oh, he's an actual official sock monster.
I'm just showing Cormac the character now, and you're looking at me with bewilderment. Were you under a bloody tree or a bed?
Under a rock for somewhere. We weren't given any TV back in the day.
The Den was the greatest bit of television you will ever watch.
I know that, but I have no recollection of that at all.
Darcy would be great now if he did the Den on a Saturday night instead of that muck he puts on every Saturday.
Oh God, it's controversial.
Yeah.
Is he still got a TV show?
It's back this Saturday.
Oh, is it?
RTE one.
What if he did a really serious Den where, Snotzer and Socky would come on and just talk politics?
I was thinking something different.
What?
The Den. It's serious.
Like a sex den.
A sex den. So, PJ, whereabouts are you calling from tonight?
Just outside Carlow.
And is it raining? Outside Carlow. Can you get us down there?
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's lashing out. I got absolutely soaked today.
I came in here and it was grand, and then looked out the window literally in the space of 5 or 10 minutes, and there was just this cloud sitting over the office outside, and everyone was soaked.
And that was just the boss walking home. PJ and James, I'll tell you one thing, it's not the right answer. And James, you'll be kicking yourself once I tell you what this character's name was.
Well, can I say something? Just a second.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when you started off this competition, you told around and said, if there's anybody in Dublin who can answer this question, it may come as a shock to you, but, 104 broadcast just as much as RTE outside Dublin. As by the two calls. I'm phoning from Drogheda.
Oh my God. Don't tell the licence inspectors that.
Don't tell the licence inspectors that we'll get in trouble for it.
The problem you have is anything outside
modern technology, lads.
Oh, I know, yeah.
People always ask that question. And do you know what it is, James? Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because you know what those JLRs, all those figures?
Yeah.
It only counts for Dublin. And we're not allowed to drive our cars outside of Dublin. We're not allowed to... if you had a massive business in Dublin now, in Drogheda, and you were like, come on down to us now and we'll give you loads of money, we wouldn't be allowed. We'd have to turn it away. Because
I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
It's mad. It's crazy because there is...
answer the question.
There's literally radio police that'll go and just hunt the 104 beetlebugs down if they cross the county line.
And we're not lying. It's pathetic, but yeah. Oh, good old Dada. James and PJ, thank you very much. What else have we got here? Someone thinks it's Sooty. Sooty and Sweep. Remember Sooty and Sweep? Another two filthmongers.
I know. I can remember Sooty now, Crossy, but I don't know if I can remember. Who did you say Sweep?
Sooty and Sweep. They were two mates.
Yeah,
they were like Bert and Ernie.
We're asking if you've just tuned in, what was the name of the dog in the den? I again refuse to believe that there was a dog in the den.
There was a dog in the den.
Crossy is just pulling this out of absolutely nowhere. 53104 for 20 cent if you think you know, or 016797104. We've got some of Crossy's Spice Bag Tato Crisps to give away, and also an FM104 goodie bag on the line. Sure, we'll go to Matthew. Matthew, how are you?
Hey lads, how's it going?
Where are you listening from? Cork?
No. I'm up top of Dublin.
Where are you?
Yeah, Dublin.
Oh, grand, happy days. What part of Dublin?
Scary.
Oh,
I love Scary. Storm in a teacup. Nicest ice cream in Dublin.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, they sell ice cream in Drogheda as well, actually.
Oh, hang on, they expanded the empire.
Yeah, they did. So you can tell your pal with the wrong answer there. That's it's proper Dublin ice cream in Drogheda.
Go lick a bit of Dublin.
James is gone, but James, if you still have the radio on there now, Matthew has just said, "What are you going to look after yourself?" Do you know what part of Drogheda?
Yeah, Scotch Hall.
There you are now, giving the directions and everything. Would you be a fan of what's the name of the bar that does the wings?
In Gary's?
Yeah.
Oh, Blue Bar.
Yes.
Blue Bar.
Have you ever had wings from there, Cross?
I have never, ever had wings in Blue Bar, and everyone, I'm a chicken wing, what would you say?
Connoisseur, maybe?
Connoisseur.
Aficionado.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's 2018, you're a chicken wing influencer, Crossy.
Hey, you guys. Just do my little influencing. Yeah, I've never had chicken wings there. I've had chicken wings down Electric Picnic. A mate of mine owns a place, a wing bar. Oh, man, they were lovely.
No, Elephant and Castle is best home.
Oh, you think Elephant Castle ahead of Blue Bar?
Ahead of Blue Bar, yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
Well, Matthew, can I just scare you with this one? I was always in Elephant Castle. You know the way you have to wait for Elephant Castle every time you walk in?
Yeah.
I used to go in there so many times, I'd walk in, they're getting me a table straight away. Because I would spend I'd been there twice a week. Get chicken wings.
Twice a day? For lunch and dinner?
Oh, stop. Jesus Christ, take the phone off me. But I went to Wishbone, up by Harcourt Street.
Yeah.
They're very chickeny.
Oh, they are, aren't they? They're good. They're good. They fatten up those chickens now very nicely.
So, Matty, do you remember the Den back in the day?
Of course I do. To me, it was Dempsey's Den. It wasn't the Den.
Oh, you're back even further.
Yeah. It's also been a standard. Dane Dempsey was mom. And I tell you, I was actually a member of the fan club for the Dempsey's Den. I remember coming home Junior Wilson's Road, and there was an envelope waiting for me in the post. And it has on the front of it and everything, Dempsey's Den. That was it. The membership card and all that.
Wow. Well, look, do you know what? We have these things called the Radio Awards. It's these awards that are on every single year. And myself and Nobby, with a few responsibilities, went up to Eno and had a chat with him. And I kind of... when you didn't know what to say, because you do remember him.
Hi, everybody! Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the badges in.
Oh, very nice.
I didn't realise it was that...
Yeah.
I see.
1988.
Where he was on with Zig and Zag.
Yeah, that's where Zig and Zag came from. And then all of a sudden it was... I remember Darcy more so. I cried when Ray Darcy left the Den.
Oh, you didn't.
I was only a little fella, and I wrote a letter to RTE saying it was scandalous and they should be ashamed of themselves.
Did you get a response back from them?
I got a response back. Do you know what I got?
What did they say?
I got a signed autograph from Dustin and the new presenter. His name was Damien, who works in radio as well.
He doesn't even have hands.
He doesn't even have hands. Hey, I just put the pen in his mouth and he was grand.
It's very weird when you see
Dustin. Do you remember I told Dustin ran for president?
Did Dustin run for president?
He did. Dustin the Turkey. And I was a massive fan, Matthew, like massive. I had Dustin for number one.
Yeah.
Myself and Morris Hickey. Was that the Unbelievables fella? What's his name? Pat Short. Yeah, the two of them ran at the same time. But yeah, 6797104. The Den I found. Did you ever send in a picture?
No. Wasn't that sad.
Hang on, you were in the fan club. Hang on a second. Matthew.
Oh, you're in the fan club there. Oh, yeah, you here.
Ah, yes. Brilliant.
Do you remember
no, Matthew, your phone's all... Come here. Matthew, can we call you back? Your phone's just a bit dodgy there.
Yeah, and we'll call you back, and if you can just take us off loudspeaker, and we'll call you back in two. So if you can see if you can get Matthew back on there. Siobhan, what's the crack?
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, grand, not so bad.
Well, that's good.
So we're talking all things the Den. Do you remember it as well?
I do remember the Den, yeah, I loved it.
Favourite part? Go on, kill us with it.
Favourite part? Just listening to Dustin the Turkey, I suppose.
Yeah, he was a mouth, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Funny mouth.
I'm here tweeting him now, seeing will he come on and say hello to us.
Who, Dustin?
Dustin, yeah.
I thought you were say Dempsey. I was like, we can't. Sure, he hasn't done any broadcasting after the Den.
Oh yeah, he's not different. Nobody listens to it in Dublin, it's grand. So Siobhan, do you remember they used to play a music video at about 5:30 and then they stuck on Echo Island?
Oh, I think so. I remember Echo Island, yeah.
That was a mad show. That was a mad show.
What was Echo Island?
How long ago was that?
long time. I think I'm missing 8 years of my childhood memories.
I don't know what year. Were you adopted, maybe?
I'm trying to think back. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm missing some memories there.
Yeah, no.
Echo Island, will I tell you?
Go on, yeah, what was
Darragh O'Brien, Blondie Coffig, Tom O'Branagan, Pete the Vet. Remember Pete the Vet? That fella's still going.
Chris, will you ever tell us that story about the two presenters?
I'd love to. So I have this mad story about certain presenters in RTE. If you ever see me out, please ask me, because I will tell you in person. It's something that, I can't.
Just give him 2 bags of Tato, he'll tell you everything. We're like, go on.
I'll tell you it all. And Siobhan, I loved it as well. Edwin is on line 3. Edwin, you're on the FM104 phone show.
Hello there, how are you doing?
Great.
Good. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. I've never rang into a radio show before, so...
But you know what? For that, you're getting yourself a pair of Movies at Dundrum or Swords tickets.
Congratulations, sir.
Wow.
We got to make the first time as special for you as it is for us.
Well, I was listening to this as I was driving through Phoenix Park on my way home.
Oh, hello.
I was a big fan of the Den growing up as a young fella, and I remember all the characters in it. I think I know the answer, like...
Right, so Siobhan and Edwin, in the count of 3, you call out what the name of this pup is. 3, 2, 1.
Zuppy.
Hey! Congratulations.
Dad, happy days, guys. Let's just give you an obligatory... Zuppy was the name of the dog.
Yeah, I remember from the Christmas number 1, Zuppy is blue and Zag is to the twat. I go hyperactive with all the fizzy pop. You remember all that?
Lads,
get that on YouTube. Get that on YouTube.
Or the cucumber sandwiches and jelly on top.
Mother of God, you should have been calling in years ago, Edwin. This is great.
I was addicted to the Den as a young fella. I lived out the country, and it's all we had. All we had was RTE1 and RTE2, you know.
And the wire, the wire sticking out the window to try and make sure it worked.
In the back of the telly.
I can't even. What was the name of the song? I can't even find it.
It was just the Zig-Zag Christmas number 1, and what is it? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very snotty nose. And then
hang on a second. Let me see if I can. Is this it, lads? Let's see if this.
We gotta do Rave.
Hang on, turn that down.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm trying to do my Santa list. I've only got 18 pages written.
Is this safe for radio now?
It's a kids.
Take them no good, but I'm the meanest rapper in the neighborhood. I'm the alien with rhymes, the one who's getting down. I'm the royalty of rap, the one who makes it down. What are you doing with all the dirty gold jewelry? Stand back, bro, and let me go with the flow.
Right, Edwin, how much of that song do you know?
Oh, God, if I go back over it, I could probably know it all. I remember it was the first CD single I ever got from my sister. It was the Zig-Zag Christmas number 1. I was going around for a week or 10 days after Christmas Day playing that song.
Right, what if I play the first few seconds of it, will you jump in and then sing the rest of it?
Well, I'll try to remember.
Listen, Siobhan will do backup vocals. She'll give you a few oohs and ahs because she sounded like that.
Right, are you ready? This is it. Tonight, Matthew singing live
for the
Edwin
first time
in Phoenix
ever.
Park. First time caller. Zig and Zag.
Oh yeah, hang on, turn that down. That's real groovy. I'm trying to do my Santa list. I've only got 18 pages written. Oh yeah. Turn it down.
3, 2, 1, go, Edwin.
I can't remember the start of
it. It was going so well.
What is it? Christmas is a-coming, Dust is getting fat, Zuppy is blue and Zag is still a twat. I remember all this, and then he goes, you call me a twat. Yeah, twat.
Okay. Sinead, now, or your bit.
What, just is and ah.
Sorry, Siobhan. Sorry, Siobhan, give us an ooh and an ah there.
Ooh and an ah.
And then Dustin, Dustin here, rising the highest of brave, some cheer. I'll be over in the morning to fix that seeding, that's betrayed, weeding indeed. And he says, you want the light, you want $5.99, you want the plug as well.
Over to you, Siobhan, again, go on. Siobhan, we need more oohs and ahs.
If anyone is listening to us now, can you remember the rest of the songs? He had another one. Dustin, did you have the Dustin album track?
I probably did. I could probably fish that CD out now with a lot of dust on it, man. I've got all my CDs from a young fella kept, so...
Do you know what, Edwin? I think, you know what, if you pitch in a Sunday night show just with all those old school songs, FM104, I think you have a new gig.
We're sacking Gavin down. You got a job, Edwin.
Sorry, Gavin, if you're listening, it's all been approved and signed off. You'll have your P45 in the morning. It's grand.
Siobhan, do you remember he sang a song with Joe Dolan?
Joe Dolan?
Yeah, Dustin sang a song.
You're such a good looking turkey.
This is all lies. Are we sure Dustin
and Dustin the Turkey and Joe Dolan sang a song?
No.
How can you not remember this?
No. I don't remember this. Maybe I blocked that out.
Yeah, maybe me and you blocked this out, Siobhan.
Larry Gogan at the start of his
Real
mother.
treat for you. Here he is, the one and only Joe Dolan.
Wait for the burp. Wait for it. Right, Edwin, here we go.
When God created a woman for me.
This is the first time Joe been on the radio.
Edwin, now come on.
I'm trying to remember words here, right? You're getting me thinking.
When does Dustin come in?
It jumps in now. Here we go. This is Dustin's part now.
Oh, is it?
I think he burps.
He made the sunshine right out of your
Siobhan, we're still waiting for oohs and ahs. Go on.
I literally can't. I'm actually dying.
Oh, this is Edwin's bit right here.
He's losing it. You're losing it now, Edwin.
Edwin, we lost you there, but this is like, who's the model? Is that Amanda Byram?
Amanda Byram was the model, yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah, and here, let's talk about, it is Amanda Byram, yeah?
Oh, I don't remember that, actually.
And do you remember Bob Geldof and Dustin had a song? So, Dustin, take a walk. What's that song?
Take a walk, take a walk.
Take a walk.
What's the other one he did? It's a rat trap,
baby. It's a rat trap, yeah.
So you been caught. Yeah, you did do that as well.
Dustin did with Bob Geldof.
Yeah, and it was like... Dustin, take a walk, take a walk, take a walk. And then Dustin said, Geldof, take a wash, take a wash, take a wash. Hey, Dustin!
That's a bit. Is this it?
Yeah, well, Bob, I've just no suspect here, right? Just keep the high notes loud. Love this one. Oh, that's this one.
Oh, lads, this has brought me back.
God, man. Yeah.
And we give out about the licence fee. RT are giving us content for the whole show.
I was paying the licence fee back when it was good like this.
Please.
Dustin, please take it seriously.
There was a lot of rocking going on that night.
And you weren't playing?
It was cruising town.
Didn't Dustin run for president once or something?
He did, yeah.
That's right, he did, yeah.
And then Dustin sang Pogue's Fairy Tale in New York as well.
I think I remember that one.
Who did he sing that with? We're not playing that because it's Christmas, but he played...
We won't. We'll save that for December.
We'll save that one for December. But it was just so good. They could get away with absolutely everything and anything.
Oh, yeah. You can't anymore. You can't say
Oh, I'm going to have to go back and re-download Dustin's album.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it here, right, so we'll go through some of the songs. Edwin and Siobhan, shout if you know of any of these, alright? This was from the album Fate of Our Feathers.
Of course it was.
1997 it was released. They had a song called The Funky Ford Cortina. The Christmas Tree song was great. 32 counties and 40 shades of green. St. Patrick Day, they're wrong, but like never say.
Oh, they're not Republican teams in there.
Yeah. If anyone else can remember this, it's hilarious. What other songs did they have? Mary. You remember that song, Mary? But he sang about Mary Robinson. He used to always take the mick out of Mary Robinson as she smelled.
Oh, I think I
that's
do
not very nice now, is it?
Yeah. What else do they have? Where do you go to, you're ugly?
Oh, what a song.
Great song.
Where do you go to, you're ugly? We wouldn't get away with that now.
Jesus, no.
No, not at all.
The Spanish Lady. He sang it with the Dubliners. Ronnie, Drew, and Dustin.
No way.
He sang with the Dubliners.
He sang with the Dubliners. Yeah, 1994 he sang that. Dustin the Turkey, to me, is the greatest Irish human, person, thing.
I wonder if they did a video.
They did a video. They did a video, 1994.
That.
With the Saw Doctors, Dustin, Ronnie Drew, and the Saw Doctors.
Oh, the Saw Doctors. There you bring. I think I remember with that, with the Saw Doctors. I remember with them.
This is it now. We're getting nice.
I was 7 years of age.
In 1994.
Yeah.
I was 14.
This is Ronnie Drew now and Dustin.
Wow.
This is so strange.
Very.
When's Dustin going to come
Dustin definitely sings.
He's there in the video. We're looking at the video now, and he hasn't opened his beak yet.
Oh, here we go.
As I came back to Dublin City
It's so bad, it's good.
It's fantastic.
Well, do you think they should bring them back? I'm trying to think who would like Dustin with the Coronas or Dustin with Codeline. Maybe we should bring them back with all the new Irish. Like imagine Dustin with Gavin James, the Academic, Codeline. Okay, will Dustin come to the gig?
Do you know what? Let's try and get Dustin to the gig. Steph just texted in. Saoirse, see, can you get Steph? The Funky Ford Cortina was another one. Oh, my Funky Ford Cortina.
I remember that one, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's just, look, I've really now it's brought me back to everything about the Den. And do you remember, lads, it was a special occasion when they changed the sets.
Yeah.
They were
and you used to wait for the Christmas set and all that. Used to be the best anticipated ones. Used to wonder what to do for Christmas every year, yeah.
It was fantastic. Lads, thank you for bringing me back to my childhood with the Den. Edwin, you've got yourself a pair of tickets to Movies At. And Siobhan, where in the world are you from?
Kildare.
Movies At Swords or Movies At Dundrum? Which one would you like?
Dundrum, please.
Dundrum.
Dundrum, that'd be nice. That'd be nice and fancy.
Go see Crazy Rich Asians next week. It's really good.
What is it?
Crazy Rich Asians, brand new movie that's coming out. Really good.
Oh, good.
Crossy was over. Did an interview go out today?
Today and on Monday as well. Interviewed Leslie Chow. Remember him from The Hangover?
Oh yeah.
So Siobhan, you weren't listening to the Strawberries this morning then?
No.
Oh, we'll have to take those tickets back.
Okay, we're burning them.
I just moved back here to the UK. So.
Oh well, what part of London were you in?
I was in Oxford.
Oh, very lovely.
A lot of hot people in Oxford.
How lovely. Were you studying in Oxford?
No, I was living there and working there.
Oh,
Siobhan was out having dinner with Lord Gallington from Oxford. Hello, young sir.
Oh yes, the Gallingtons indeed.
That's about it.
What were you working at over there?
I was running a bar and restaurant over there.
Running a bar and restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, in a nice posh area?
Yeah, right in the centre of Oxford.
Were they mouths?
Huh?
You know when you have posh people that have a few boozes on them, were they mouths?
Yeah. I know with them all right though.
Were they rude? Did you ever have anything horribly rude happen to you while you were working there?
Oh, of course, yeah, all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
do tell.
Oh no, literally, I wouldn't be able to repeat it.
Oh, go on, you can. It's after 9. We're fine. It's nearly 10 o'clock. It's grand.
No, just literally threats and stuff like that. But yeah.
What was the rudest thing that happened to you?
The rudest thing that happened to me?
Over there, as in, I'm not saying like...
Someone cracked me in the head with a glass.
Oh, man.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
You're going to have to go into a little bit more detail.
You've had enough now to drink. Like, that's about it now. You've had your fill, so he just cracked me in the head with the glass.
Did you need stitches or anything?
No. It didn't break. But I had a nice big lump and a bruise on my head.
I was this from a very, very decent Oxford man who was doing this.
Oh, no, of course not, no. But this is, yeah, when people are going to drink on this, they're a bit different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
As my mum used to say, new money.
Oh.
yeah.
New money. Well, we better give those tickets back for her. I feel bad now. You getting the crack over the head with a glass.
Thank you very much, Siobhan. Are you working in Dublin now? Are you all back settled?
just moved back with our two little girls. I'm on maternity leave.
Congratulations. Well, do you know what?
Yeah.
Get 4 tickets so you can bring those girls to the cinema.
Oh, thank you.
All right. There's some good movies out coming out at the minute.
4 tickets, yeah. Or you could go to see if you're just back from England, maybe Black 47 and get the whole Rabos into you again.
Now, girls, this is why we're moving back to Ireland.
And then you can watch all the other films, Some Other Son, and then the rest of it, and Michael Collins.
Oh, yeah.
Just going a whole
The other half is all that.
a Republican marathon.
The UK, so.
Siobhan, can I ask you, what age is your eldest?
She's going to be 4 on Monday.
Has she got an English accent?
She, unfortunately, yes.
And an Oxford English accent. Mummy? Mummy?
Yeah.
Mummy, can one go to the cinema, perchance, please?
That's exactly what it's I'm very hot.
Mother, the weather's it's thrice warm. Yes.
Thrice warm.
We're going to crack that out of her now. So there.
Oh, God. Just make sure you just bang on the Jim and Nobby in the morning. It'll help, you know. It'll just help expose them to more Dublinese language out of the back here.
Podgy of a Friday.
Yeah. Do grinds with Podgy.
Thank you very much, Siobhan.
Oh,
thanks for calling in, Siobhan and Edwin and everyone.
Yeah, thanks a million for that. Have a good time resettling, Siobhan. And we got through
the text that flew in. Look, everyone. We got Soupy. No, Owen thought it was Soupy.
Close enough.
Zuppy. Someone said Sooty. Nitzer was the name of the dog.
Was there a Nitzer, or is that just like something you call your mates in school when they got nits?
How are you, Nitzer?
There's Nitzer.
I remember this. Do you know when you go back to school now, you always sat beside somebody with nits, and you got the nits as well. Then my sister used to always get the nits.
Nits and measles at the same time. You just start going, lads.
You know where it twitch.
Careful now.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was good crack. So again, the answer was the dog on the den was.
The dog on the den was Zuppy.
Zuppy.
Oh, so good.
Okay, Zuppy, right. Well, we best crack on with the programme. I got to tell you, Crossy, about a couple of things. You came in for the very special thing on a Wednesday, down with the sort of thing. Careful now.
Sorry, can I just inform you? So Matthew, who's on with us earlier, Scaries, he said great wings and ice cream and Scaries, but poor mobile coverage. He said the answer was Zuppy. Right, we'll give him cinema passes as well.
Right, fair enough.
And he says the balls on his head, which that's what Zuppy had, the balls on his head, they weren't ears or testicles. They were zogabongs. That's what they were called.
Zogabongs.
And Zuppy was from the planet Zog.
Zogabong. I remember that name.
Do you remember that name?
That was a good bit of research there from Matthew.
Thank you very much, Matthew.
Thank you very much for that, yeah. Cool. God, we'll fill a whole show with the Den related issues. Is there any other RT programs we can drag out? Like, I wouldn't do a Glen Rowe one.
More bags.
Stop it.
More bags, lad. What else was there?
Twisty, twirl, what is it?
Oh, those jokes, they look like you were...
Terrifying jokes.
Yeah, you were walking down O'Connell Street.
Yeah.
Twisty, twirlies.
Maybe in a few years, they'll be doing this about Two Tube.
Will we ring Two Tube now?
No, we won't. We won't do it, only get in a little bit of trouble. Right, on the way, every Wednesday we do it. We're a little bit late doing it this Wednesday, but sure, look, we were having a bit of crack. Down with this sort of thing, careful now. Saliva beer, priests wanting to tax your lady dresses. A man got stinged somewhere when he went for a swim, and a Lego car. We'll be doing that and discussing the issue about gambling in the HSE support services a little bit after 10. That's on the way.
FM104's The Gig is now officially sold out in record time.
It's Codeline are headlining FM104's The Gig.
Hi, we're the Academic.
Hi, I'm Gavin James.
Hi, we're the Blizzards. We're Wild Youth.
This is Al Gibbs.
FM104's The Gig is back for its 10th year.
Woo! Dublin's hit music station.
We'll see you on September 20th at the Olympia.
FM 104.
The days go by so fast, so now's the time to plan. A feast of food and drink, and live music from Who's Eddie? A warm, comfortable bed and a tasty breakfast next morning. Christmas at Castle Knock. Join the festive party. For more, see castleknockhotel.com.
Winter is here at Throne Legends for Game of Thrones fans. See costumed characters, a life-size dragon skull and props. Sit on the Iron Throne. Meet Game of Thrones direwolves and actors. Watch sword fighters battle. Join the knights. Attend a dragon banquet. This September 8th and 9th, City West Hotel, Dublin. Tickets available at event and online at thronelegends.com.
All over Ireland, lots of people are returning to education to improve their
reading, writing, maths and computer skills. Here's what some of them have to say.
I thought I was a bit old, but then I heard ladies on the radio and I said, that's for me. I'm going.
The tutors, they're just ordinary people with families. It's more than a job. They actually care for you. They're kind, caring, understanding and inspiring.
I had never read a book before and now I'm on to my 7th.
You're a different person altogether. It just brings you out, your personality. You find yourself.
For information on free courses, contact City of Dublin ETB on 01709 0249. That's 01709 0249. Or go to takethefirststep.ie. Supported by European Social Fund, Solus and NALA.
Are you ready? The Strawberry Alarm Clock on FM 104.
With Jim and Nobby.
How are you, your ma?
What you doing? I'm a ma with the glasses on me face. Don't be doing that to neighbours. What? Going mad, wearing glasses. That makes me a ma. Hear you? To neighbours. What? Get up them stairs. Get down here. Get up your dinner.
Oh man, it was just like Mrs. Brown. Cool. Another great one in the can.
FM 104's Strawberry Alarm Clock.
With StedAlign.ie.
Back tomorrow from 6.
FM 104. Let's go. FM 104's Big Picture with movies at cinemas. Blockbuster entertainment at the greatest value.
Let's check out Black Klansman.
There's never been a black cop in this city. We think you might be the man to open things up around here.
It's the early 1970s, a time of great social upheaval as the struggle for civil rights rages on. Ron Stallworth, played by John David Washington, becomes the first African-American detective on the Colorado Springs Police Department, but his arrival is greeted with hostility by the department's rank and file.
Well, I'm not risking my life to prevent some rednecks from lighting a couple sticks on fire.
This is the job. What's your problem?
That's my problem. For you, it's a crusade.
Stallworth bravely sets out on a dangerous mission: infiltrate and expose the Ku Klux Klan. Posing as a racist extremist, Stallworth quickly cultivates a relationship with the Klan's Grand Wizard, David Duke, played by Topher Grace.
This is Ron Stallworth calling. Well, who am I speaking with?
This is David Duke,
Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. That David Duke?
Last time I checked. What can I do you for?
Well, since you asked, I hate blacks. I hate Jews, Mexicans and Irish, Italians and Chinese, and anyone else really that doesn't have pure white Aryan blood running through their veins.
I'm happy to be talking to a true white American.
God bless white America.
Believe it or not, Black Klansman is a true story of a real American hero made by visionary filmmaker Spike Lee. He's done a brilliant job that will make you uneasy watching it, but it's also a very entertaining watch too. It really makes you think about race today in America.
We'll need a white officer to play me when they meet face to face.
You for the white race, Ron?
Oh, hell yeah. So there becomes a combined Ron Stallworth.
Can you do that?
With the right white man, he can do anything.
I'm Sean Sanji with the Big Picture and Dublin's hit music station, FM 104.
Dublin's hit music station.
FM 104. The FM 104 Phone Show with Cormac Moore.
It's controversial. It's different radio for 2018.
FM 104.
It is a Wednesday. On a Wednesday, we do like to, of course, do this.
Not with this sort of thing. Careful now.
FM 104.
I think you know what the crack is with this, Grassy. I kind of fish the internet for some of the more inappropriate, not safe for work news stories.
Yes, and they're usually about willies, vaginas, or
willies again. Yes. Pretty much. If you ever have any good, random, ridiculous, inappropriate stories that you do find, tag us on Twitter and I'll get to them at FM104 Phone Show. We've got 4 today. What will we start with first? Now we'll ease into it now. I don't know if you saw this, but are you a fan of Lego, Crossy?
I am, yeah. I could never play it, but I used to like watching.
I never had the patience for Lego back in the day. Like, I would have built a straight wall and just knocked it down. I could never have built those proper things. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have the patience either. So we're writing this down. You never watched The Den, and now you didn't do Lego.
I can bring it to the therapist and go, maybe this accounts for a lot of the issues. No,
probably does.
No Den, no Dustin, no Lego. I did have one of those big yellow boxes of Lego. Did you have one of those? Had the gaps on the top that you'd push the blocks through.
I did.
Yeah, I think every Irish boy was given one of them at some stage.
They were.
At some point. Lego are after doing something ridiculous. They have built a life-size, fully functioning, working Bugatti Chiron car. It actually goes. It's a proper... Lego have built a supercar out of just their Lego blocks. Now, obviously, they have an engine inside it, but have you seen a picture for it? Exact replica, full size of the Bugatti. You know the one that's like £1 million?
Yeah, but would that not fall apart?
It might fall apart, but they've still built it. Like, that's going down the motorway and everything.
kind of like my bloody life. Drive a car and I'll fall apart like it.
And if you thought building whatever, you hadn't got the time to build any Lego blocks, whatever, that took them 13,000 hours to build the Bugatti Lego car, I suppose you could call it.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And actually, 13,000 man hours, 2,300 Lego power function motors. So sorry, I stand corrected. They actually didn't have an engine in it. It was powered by the Lego motors you get to move different things. 339 types of Lego Technic elements, and over, oh my God, 1 million Lego blocks used in the making of that car.
See, there's people at home now probably going, yes, that would be my dream job to do something like that.
It would be if you have 13,000 hours to spend.
Can I read that out?
I think you can. Yeah, maybe leave the name out.
So somebody's just texted in, alright? I can't. No, I'm not. I won't, because this is that. Do you know this person?
No.
I can't talk on tonight's show. Crossy is a homosexual, and I have a religious obligations not to communicate with sodomites.
Well, now. That's not. That's incredibly offensive now.
That is hilarious. That's what up my
Some
Twitter.
People are idiots, aren't they?
See, if I don't have a heart, so I kind of laugh at stuff like that. But come on, now, I think her name is Trish. Is it?
I don't even know what the crack is.
Bloody hell!
Jesus Christ, that came out of nowhere, didn't it?
That came out of nowhere. Are you talking about Dustin the Turkey?
Just talking about Dustin and Lego blocks, and you came with that one.
Right,
mother of
go
God.
ahead, Cormac.
Apologies. Sorry, apologies for anyone that. We just wanted to clear that up. That Trish isn't welcome on the show.
Yeah,
for stuff like that. Speaking of religious things, anyway, leads in nicely to the next topic. A priest in Vienna now wants to impose, and I think Trish would be up for this, a decency tax on brides that wear plunging neckline dresses.
See, I don't get this when it comes to stuff like, the church, they've so many rules over stuff like that.
Do you not think that's a good idea? So apparently this guy says that obviously the religious ceremony or the wedding ceremony isn't becoming a spiritual thing, it's becoming more of a social thing for Instagram, blah, blah, blah. No one's taking it seriously anymore. So what he is proposing is that apparently the more skin you show on your wedding dress, nothing to do with the lad, by the way, apparently lads are fine. The more skin you show on your wedding dress, the bigger of a tax you'd have to pay, which would go towards church. I'm not sure if women would be up for that. If you're listening and you had a nice sexy dress, would you like the idea of the priest going every inch is a tenner? You know what I mean? Too much cleavage now and you'll be going to hell.
Every single, you know what, it's bloody hilarious. It really, really is. The church come out with these massive rules. No, lads, the answer is no. If the girl wants to come on the nip, walk up that aisle in the nip, she's more than happy to.
Yeah.
And the lad as well, for like, oh my God.
Yeah, so
I thought this was supposed to be funny. I'm now getting angered by the church.
So my apologies, Crossy. My apologies indeed. So that was an Italian priest, Father Bobo is his name. And he says all of us are not considering weddings spiritual anymore.
It's not though. But you know what really annoys me about that is, right, people who are like, hate the Pope, F the Pope, all this sort of stuff with the Pope, and then go to weddings, funerals and christenings. You're either on the bus, lads, or you're off the bus.
You just say keep it straight and simple and don't be changing your mind or whatever, right? So that's those two. This one now, you might have seen it all over the internet today, but a man got stung by a stingray while swimming in the sea, and it stung him in a very unique place.
On his...
Yeah. Of course, this is the type of show that it is. Do you want to know how disgusting this is?
It got attached to it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So the barb that's in the stingray's stinger slapped him in the willy, right? And obviously it got latched in, so he couldn't, whatever goes in, it hooks in like a fish hook. So, obviously for catching food and stuff. So the guy had to try and swim in agony and drag this stingray back to the beach. And there's a picture of him lying on the ground in agony with this stingray attached to his private parts.
You got a picture?
Yeah, I do.
You can check all these out on Google. Oh, he is in agony.
Yeah.
That looks like something from that movie. Remember the movie with American Pie?
Oh, yeah.
That looks like American Pie.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It must be. I didn't realise the stingrays are that not that vicious, but that dangerous.
Steve Irwin died from a stingray.
I know. Imagine getting that in your lad.
thank you.
And that, I don't even know how they got off to chop it off, but be careful if you're going swimming in the last few days of sunshine that week, if there's any stingrays around and you're worried about your bits getting chopped off. That happened over, where did that happen now? It happened over in China. So kind of maybe far away. Maybe it's on the Chinese stingrays that are kind of interested in teabagging lads, or just kind of slapping them and kind of going, what's going on? The last one as well. I've talked about disgusting ways to make food and alcohol and yogurts and stuff like that. This is up there with one of the more disgusting ways. A vegan in the UK decided to make booze out of his own spit.
No, absolutely. That's a tight arse fella that's from some little uppity place in England.
I know, yeah, it really kind of is. That's what I thought about it. He said he's a vegan, and the only way I can eat ethical, or only way I can feel ethical, is to consume animal products if they come from me. So he won't touch any product, like he won't touch dairy or cheese. Obviously the vegans don't, and he said the only way he will eat another animal, or an animal at all, is if he eats himself. So what he did was fermented alcohol based out of his own spit. So he chewed up a bit of food, he chewed up a bit of rice, chewed up a bit of rice, and then just chewed it and spat it all back out. So it's technically rice beer, but he used it because of the enzymes in your spit. And that created beer. He let the beer settle and ferment over a couple of weeks, and then decided to drink his own spit beer.
I suddenly am now a pioneer and will never even touch alcohol ever again.
Would you not do that?
I would not. No, I have such a weak stomach for stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had to do a video earlier on for something, and I had to eat something, and I just couldn't. They had to stop me from, as soon as it went into my mouth, they pressed pause because I kept on getting felt. What? Oh.
So hang on, you were getting felt, something went into your mouth and
no,
they hit pause.
I had to press pause every time it got into my mouth because I couldn't actually eat it.
Was it butter?
No, it wasn't.
Are you allowed to say what it is? Is it for them?
It's for FM104, so I can't.
Oh,
terms and conditions apply. We're getting paid for it. Anyway, you'll see it and you'll know what I'm talking about.
It'll be a secret. It'll be out soon. When's that one going to be out?
In a couple of weeks.
Okay, well, okay, grand. Fair play to you.
Yeah, gorgeous. But just I made it wrong, and I was too. What would you call that word? I can cook. So everyone was
too cocky.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, go on, eat that now." They knew well that I made it. I balls it up. But yeah.
So you wouldn't eat spit beer?
No, thank you.
Well, apparently,
it's a no from me.
It's a thing that's been around for 7,000 years. Anyway, it's they used to do it back in the day when they chew up corn, apparently, and then they let the corn ferment and spit it back out, and it would turn into a type of booze. A little bit, isn't it? A little bit old school, a little bit hickey, or a little bit hillbilly-ish, maybe. But there you go.
They do it out in Eden Derry or somewhere like that.
Down in Kerry.
Kells. If anyone's listening to us from Kells, that is...
Put down your spit beer.
This craziest place in Ireland. Drogheda as well. The two places, they're mad.
Yeah, definitely.
Mad.
So they're the stories again this evening. We'll leave you with the spit beer one.
Thank you very much for that.
Which is a bit odd. I'll tweet out some of the pictures off the FM104 Phoneshow page, Twitter profile a little bit later on. But we do this every Wednesday as well, and we have a final pair of movies at Dundrum and Movies at Swords tickets to give away. We'll give one pair of tickets left, so if you're looking for something to do this week or whenever, and you wouldn't mind going off to the cinema, you can get involved by playing the phone show pub quiz, which we're going to do next. We're only going to have time, I'd say, for about 2 or 3 callers. All you need to do is come on and get every single question wrong. Okay, every single question uniquely wrong. Does that make sense?
It sounds very easy. It ain't easy, lads. It's very hard to do it.
It's very hard, and we've had loads more rules, right? So if you would like our last pair of phone show or our tickets to Movies at Dundrum or Movies at Swords, your choice. Just text pub and your name to 53104. We're going to be doing about 2 or 3 minutes time, so just text pub right now, 53104 for 20 cents, and we'll get you on to pay the phone show pub, because it's very easy. All you have to do is come on and answer every single question wrong. So if your general knowledge is terrible, don't worry about it. That should actually help. Pub, your details, 53104. We'll be doing it after these.
FM104's Block Party Mix. Whenever you need me, whenever you want me.
Hey, Frank Jazz, what up? It's your boy Lil Wayne.
Don't care what your friends say.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Kanye West. You listen to the hottest DJ in the world right now. I'll let you know. Frank Jazz.
The biggest hits in the mix. Frank Jazz. Hey, Frank Jazz.
Remember that name, cause he killing the game. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Frank Jazz called, so I rolled up. FM104's Block Party Mix.
Frank Jazz. You know it's FM104.
FM104.
Multitrip.com, Ireland's favourite travel insurance, is now offering 20 million in medical expenses cover, plus cancellation, baggage and more. With 2-year multi-trip cover starting from only $31.99, that's cheaper than some 1-year policies. So join over 400,000 Irish and UK holiday makers. Visit multitrip.com or call 0818 444444. Online price for one adult under 66 holding private health insurance with medical cover abroad on a European essential policy. Blue Insurance Limited trading as multitrip.com is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
The days go by so fast, so now's the time to plan. A feast of food and drink and live music from Who's Eddie? A warm, comfortable bed and a tasty breakfast next morning. Christmas at Castleknock. Join the festive party. For more, see castleknockhotel.com.
At Santa's House Express in Palmerstown Estate, we're looking forward to welcoming you to our 2018 festive experience. This year, we'll have an extended festival funfair area for all the family to enjoy. As always, there will be the magical Santa Express train journey, the Enchanted Manor home with Mrs. Claus and the elves, and of course, everyone will get to meet the big man himself. Tickets on sale now and selling fast. Book yours at santasHouseExpress.ie.
This is Freaks on Friday. The weekend is here.
FM104's Freaks on Friday. This Friday from 7 p.m. with Corona Extra, making your holiday moments matter. Log off, lime in. Always drink Corona Extra responsibly.
FM104. The FM104 Phone Show with Cormac Moore.
It's controversial. It's different radio for 2018.
FM104.
So on a Wednesday, we do this last couple of minutes to get involved. I think we might have one place left. You want to get your hands on some movies at Dundrum or movies at Swords. Cinema passes. We've a final pair to give away. Just pop your name and your details 53104 for 20 cents because it is obviously time for this.
The FM104 Phone Show Pub Quiz.
Easier said than done. Pub quiz, it's just simple. You have to come on and get as many questions wrong as you can. Person who gets the most amount of questions wrong in 30 seconds will, of course, win. But here's the thing. If you get one question right, you are done, dusted, and you're gone. Okay? And you have to answer every single question uniquely wrong. So does that make sense, Crossy? So if I ask you, what's the capital of France? And you say potato. Then I say, what's the capital of Russia? And you say potato again. You're out.
And can I ask you a question? How many questions each? 3 or 5?
Well, it's 30 seconds.
Right.
So it depends. If you can get 100 in 30 seconds, happy days. But if you get one question right during this period, you're done. You're done and dusted. Again, easier said than done. So last pair of tickets to give away. We have Mary, Katrina and Bobby on the line. Sure, let's go to line 1 and see how Mary's getting on. Mary, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Up to having fun this evening?
No, I'm just coming home from work.
It's very late to come home from work.
I know. Oh well.
What do you do?
I work in a gym, so we've just closed.
Oh, fantastic. What gym do you work in? Give it a little shout out.
Oh, I work in Sports and Fitness Markovich in Tower Street there, just behind the street.
Oh yeah, come here, you've done that up, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, yeah. Yeah, it's really good, really great. Staff are amazing.
And they have a lovely thing of Countess Markovich right outside it.
They do.
That's all making sense now. The name of the gym. What do you do there? Are you an instructor?
Yeah, I'm gym based and pool based, so I do everything really.
Oh, cool. Me and Crossy are meant to be running a race in October. Do you have any tips?
Well, is it a big race?
Yeah, you could call it that, yeah.
The Dublin City Marathon.
That's it. So is my manager, actually, Aideen O'Connell. Big shout out to her. She's running it too. She does great mileage every week, which I presume you're doing. So you want to eat well, get plenty of rest, follow your gym instructor or your personal trainer's advice, and drink plenty of water.
What if you don't have a personal trainer or a gym instructor?
Okay, well, sure, look, there's plenty of plans online that you could follow, but I would hope that you've started before now.
I've started taking the stairs to work instead of the lift. That'll help, right?
That's a very big positive. Well done.
Lovely. Listen, do you know how the rules of this game work, Mary?
I have a bit of an idea, yeah.
You just need to get all the questions wrong.
Okay.
You can't repeat the same wrong answer.
Okay.
And one right answer, and you're out.
All right.
Now, I understand. Have you done a couple of classes today?
I did, yeah.
I hope you're not too mentally fatigued.
I'm wrecked, but anyway, you're not good.
Right, tell you what we're going to do. Crossy, you're okay then to bang through the questions then?
Yeah.
If that's all right. You've 30 seconds on the timer, okay? And I'll, suppose, give you 3, 2, 1, and then you're good to go, all right?
Okay.
Okay, Crossy Quizmaster is ready. Mary's ready. 3, 2, 1, folks, let's go.
In what soap would you find The Rover's Return?
EastEnders.
Hey, who sang the song I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Good. Who presents The Late Late Show?
Words of Gummidge.
Is that correct?
Well, I wish. Where would you find Elephant and Castle in Dublin?
In the Liffey.
Who played Neo in The Matrix?
I did.
Oh, look at that now.
You're doing very well. Cormac.
I have it.
You've got it there. Are we ready?
Yeah, I do. So I won't say how many you got wrong there, but not a solid performance, Mary. Hang on the line there. We'll go over to Bobby. Bobby, how are things?
How's it going? All right?
We're doing good. Are you well, sir?
Not so bad at all, thanks.
Good. What are you up to this evening?
I'm in work. I'm in security.
So are you securing a building or like a business site or a warehouse?
I'm securing a business.
Okay, cool. But it's all safe under your watchful eye.
Touch wood, so far so good, yeah.
Have you ever had like a serious incident go down?
No, not in the last 2 years anyway.
Oh geez, what happened before 2 years?
No, I'm only there 2 years, sorry.
There was a big terrorist strike before that and it was nuts, but...
you let Dougal do a funeral?
The last 2 years have been great, deadly cool. So what time do you finish at then?
8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m.
Oh, is it like an 8 to 8 you're doing or what?
No, I start at 10 o'clock.
10 to 8. I think you can't really get... Are you there on your own for the whole night?
I am, more or less, yeah.
You couldn't really take a lunch break, could you, for an hour?
No, just eat what I have with me.
Yeah. And how do you pass the time then?
Listen to the radio and the portable TV there.
Yeah, sorry for your loss. We did. I know, we'll be with you all hour. So, come here, we've the movies at Dundrum, movies and swords passes to give away. Final pair this evening on the show. All you need to do is, Bobby, you need to get more questions wrong than Mary, all right?
Yeah.
Just get them wrong, bang them out, happy days. And you have 30 seconds to do that. Just don't give us any right answers at all, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Now, Christopher, are you...
Got it. I'm ready. Bobby, good luck.
Is good to go. Good luck, Bobby. I'll count you in now. We'll see if you can get better than Mary. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay, Bobby. Ross, Rachel, Phoebe and Joey are in what TV show?
Crossroads.
Who lives in Craigie Island?
Mickey Mouse.
What type of food is in Nando's?
It's a rabbit.
Who presents the X Factor?
Mel Dawson.
Where did you find Dublin Zoo?
In Germany.
Chris Evans presented a TGI Fridays. True or false?
False.
Okay, now I have them here.
You're doing very good there, Bobby. Very, very good.
Right, okay, hang on the line there, Bobby. We have one final contender here. Katrina, how are you?
Katrina.
Hello, Katrina.
You make me happy. Oh, Katrina, you're my homo.
Katrina has
dropped. We get her back.
Well, we'll see if we can get her back. We'll give her a second to get back. I don't know if I want to reveal. It was incredibly close there between Mary and Bobby. Very, very close.
Right, we've got Katrina. She's coming back.
Sorry, yeah.
And by the way, Friday morning on the Strawberry Alarm Clock, a world exclusive. Sir.
Yeah.
We've got Hosier on the show Friday morning, going to play his new track. We're also going to play the brand new track from Gavin James, I heard it today. It's incredible.
Is it very good? You were chatting to him on the weekend.
I was, yeah.
How is he?
Myself and Gavin were not too good because it was very hot and I can't stick the sun and neither can he. So the both of us were not...
He's a sensitive ginger, man.
Yes, and I'm
just
in the sun. Proper Irish and I just couldn't deal with it. So we were hiding in a tent at Electric Picnic.
Oh, why is now? Right, we'll talk about that later. Line 2, Katrina, how are you?
How you doing?
We got you back.
You did.
We got your back. We got your back for good.
Yeah, I thought we lost you there for a while. Are you pulled over in the car?
I was just collecting my daughter there.
Oh, is she with you?
She's right beside me, yeah.
What's her name?
She says she knows all the answers. Kelly.
How old is Kelly?
She's nearly 19.
Ah, 19, happy. And she's not driving yet?
Well, actually, she's getting her first lesson off me tonight, yeah. I was just collecting her from work there.
Oh, you're going out for a driving lesson?
Well, just in a small car park.
Is this the first one you've done?
Yeah, ever, but she doesn't really want to save up for a car, so I think if I give her one lesson, she might be eager then.
Oh my God, are you ready for the row of all rows you've ever had with your daughter?
Well, one mistake and I'm going home.
I'm already round.
Oh God, there's nothing worse, is there, than having a family member or someone you know?
I might just head to cinema when I win.
Oh, I'd love. We should give you a buzz at like 10:30, 11, just to see how it's going. See how Kelly and Katrina are doing. What part of Dublin is in? Don't give us your exact location, but where are you taking her for the first lesson?
I better not say.
Whereabouts? We'll send the bugs down to you and I'll get the cameras up and go,
she's not insured, so I better not.
Don't be saying that now. Don't be saying that.
Condone it. You're not going to do that.
Give us the reg there and we'll send it on to the guards.
You're not doing it now. Mother of divine.
We'll be doing a topic tomorrow night after the crash.
Come here. Do you know, I read a thing earlier on, guys, Katrina, Mary and Bobby, all the complaints, you know, with the water hose pipe ban.
Yeah. Oh,
somebody on the south side made a complaint about somebody proposing their jacuzzi.
Oh wow!
Putting water into the... Isn't that such a typical posh thing to do?
Shocking. God,
yeah. Everyone knows you don't refill your jacuzzi.
The amount of rats out there, the amount of people that were complaining.
There was another one down the country that it was he ratted on them for hosing down his yacht. Did you see that?
Imagine that.
Imagine having a dirty yacht. Can you believe that? Or you wouldn't mind.
You're in the sea all day. Well, God knows what's in the sea nowadays.
Very true. So why are you washing your
I haven't even got a bloody rubber duck, never mind.
I know, washing your...
Right, are you ready for this, Katrina?
Pulled in at the bus stop.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The guards are after you. You're driving uninsured and now you've got the bloody bus stop.
God, Dublin bus is going to be on to us now as well, Katrina. What are you doing?
We're in enough trouble this week when it comes to cars.
You need to reply to a few people across you. Yeah,
no comment.
Right, okay, so Katrina and Kelly, who are about to embark on the row of all rows in a little bit with the driving lessons. It'll be fun. Let us know how it goes. All you have to do, Katrina, is get more questions wrong than Bobby or Mary, all right?
Right, so just ask me very quick, right?
We'll do our best, okay? Now, Crossy, you ready?
Quizmaster, I've got everything here now.
Ready and willing to go. Our last contestant this evening, okay, you've 30 seconds, Katrina.
Ready, steady, go.
I hope you don't do the driving instructing like that, because that'll just... The other left! No, we won't work with that at all, right? Whew, okay, here we go. Let's see if you can grasp it out of the other two's hands. 3, 2, 1, you're good to go.
What job does Leo Varadkar do? Hello?
Hello, you're going to have to shout.
Hello?
What job does Leo Varadkar do?
Tomato picking.
Oh, tomato picking. Where would you find the Eiffel Tower?
In a wine store.
How many counties in Ireland?
100.
Where would you find Louis Walsh? He's a TV show judge in Ireland.
At the bottom of the sea.
If you were spinning, what would you be doing?
Jumping up and down.
Catherine Thomas presented No Frontiers, true or false?
False.
Was that it?
Yeah, false is the right answer.
So that was the wrong answer, which is the right one.
No.
It was the
That was the incorrect answer that we were looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, grand. We're all good. So we're all good. No one's been knocked out of this round. Okay.
Say this one's going to lose. We'll probably get a box.
We'll get a glass to the head like Siobhan, who was on earlier. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Have we got a time?
Right. Okay. Hang on the line there. Let's see. Mary, you still there?
Yeah.
Mary, I have very bad news for you.
Oh dear.
I know, yeah, you only got 5 and it just didn't make the cut.
Oh dear, that's okay, not to worry.
I'm really sorry, Mary.
If you need any training for your marathon, come in and see us.
We will. I definitely want. What time does it open at?
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Lovely. That's nice little pool. They have a pool in there as well, don't they?
There is.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, they do.
25 metre, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thanks a million for coming on, right? And I'm sure we'll see you in the pool tomorrow morning, 7 a.m.
Perfect. See you then.
Cheers, Mary. Thanks. So that means
Katrina and Bobby.
Katrina and Bobby, you both got 6.
Oh, that's great.
Right. So do we have here's what I think we'll do a tiebreaker question for them to get wrong.
Yeah.
Name shout first person to shout their name and get it wrong straight away. Happy days. Will that work for everyone?
No, because we both shout at the same time.
Don't worry. We've got an adjudicator here, so we'll be worried about it. Is Bobby gone?
I think Bobby's gone.
Bobby's left. We'll try and get Bobby back.
Yeah, we'll try and get Bobby. If Bobby isn't back in the next 20 seconds, by default, Katrina and Kelly will get them, which might actually set the whole driving thing off to a nice one. As we said, they're movies for movies at Dundrum or movies at Swords. Which one are you closer to right now, Swords or Dundrum?
Dundrum.
Okay. Lovely jubbly. There's a couple of good movies coming out now. A couple of good few pictures coming out.
Have you seen that Happy Time Murderers yet, Crossy?
I have.
Have you actually?
Oh,
don't give me that.
No.
It looks hilarious.
It's hilarious in the trailer.
Oh, no, it's not one of those, is it?
It's one of those. I hate that Melissa McCartney one. She's out. I don't like her. Nearly said something I shouldn't have said there, but yeah.
You don't like her? The one that was the main one, and she was in Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
She's very good, is she not? Do you not like her? I think she's great.
Right, Bobby isn't answering his phone.
Right, well, I suppose by default, Katrina, we got to move on with the show. Yourself and Kelly have won those movie vouchers, movie passes.
That's excellent. How do I get it?
We'll post them out to you.
Lovely.
So,
come here, what does Kelly do? What does she work as?
She works in New Look, but she's going to college as well.
Oh, brilliant. What college or what's she doing?
Intercourse.
Lovely. What's she doing there?
Social care.
Oh, social care. Again, we've had really decent people on. Tonight we had the care worker who was on earlier on, wasn't it? And then now we've got Kelly's gone on to be a social care worker. Way better than us.
Needs to sort out their own social care book.
Listen, get Kelly on the other line. We'll just have it out. We'll just have it out on air now, and we can work through everything.
Is she lazy, Katrina?
Come here. I'd say she doesn't clean her room, does she?
No, I throw out her name there.
Is it a tip?
So will I go or what? Because I'm pulled in at the bus stop.
I think we should just keep her on.
Keep you on. Put us on loudspeaker for the whole lesson tonight. No, listen, Katrina and Kelly, we'll let you go. Thanks a million for calling in, right, and enjoy the driving.
Yeah, but what about the address? I want that.
Well, do you want the whole of Dublin to get your address?
Yeah, we don't want to put it out live on the air now, Katrina.
We'll ring you back, Katrina.
Yeah, so we'll ring you back, all right? Or you can just text it into us. Can't really hear you,
she's
Katrina.
Getting very sassy, isn't she? Well, good luck with that there, Kelly.
Very sassy indeed, right. We'll do that again next Wednesday. We will have loads more
can I tell you a random fact?
Dundrum stuff to give away. Of course you can, yeah.
So I couldn't sleep the night before last.
Right.
And it got me thinking, right? Do you remember the greatest Superman of all time was Dean Cain?
Yes.
Lois Lane, Clark Kent, Dean Cain, Terry Hatcher. It was a series, ran for 3 series. I used to put a towel around my neck and run around the house pretending I was Superman.
Did it only run for 3 series?
It only ran for 3 series because they had a row with the director.
Oh, really?
It just went wonky. It went absolutely wonky. There was a twin Terry Hatcher. There was which I quite enjoyed back then. But yeah, it was the one thing that got me thinking, right? How many times did Dean Cain, Superman, tear his shirt? You know, when he was Superman, he can...
That bit was always in the intro as well, wasn't it? They had a little bit of that in the intro.
He always opened his shirt. He always, ripped his shirt to go, oh, I'm Superman. How many times did he rip a shirt in Superman?
You see, I know why you're asking this, Crossy.
Because I tweeted him.
Yeah. Crossy has a weird fascination with, I'm going to say Dean Cain. I wouldn't say all 90s or early 2000s still out. Definitely Dean Cain is a standout icon of yours.
Okay, so my big ones are Dean Cain, Liz McDonald, Jim McDonald, Emily Bishop, Spider Nugent. I've all these random... I'd love to pick Celebrity Big Brother. I would never in a month of Sundays put in any of those reality fools.
I'd put in Neil Buchanan.
Neil Buchanan, great one. Art Attack.
Yeah.
Great one.
He could build a house out of paper mache.
He could.
That would be the first challenge.
I won't put Philip Schofield in. Pissed me off. I used to like him. But anyway, 36 times is the amount of times he ripped open his shirt for it. So if you have a pub quiz question...
And that's so if you're doing a quiz and you want to, that's
it. So that'll be next week's one. But a random thing about it, you know Panty from Panty Bar, Panty Bliss.
Sorry, yeah.
So Panty tweeted me back, and I completely forgot about this. Dean Kane is a massive Trump fan.
Oh, he is, yeah.
A massive Trump fan.
Oh, he is. He's a big Republican, pro-gun Republican, yeah.
Panty wasn't too happy. She saw the tweet and she was like, oh, this is amazing. Dean Kane, I used to get a lot of pleasure out of this when I was a kid. Then looked into it and went, what have you done? You've ruined my childhood. And if I'm not mistaken, if you Google Melissa Joan Hart, who is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Dean Kane, you'll quite quickly find out why they're not Hollywood stars, even though they had massive careers in the 90s.
Because they're conservative Republicans.
And I think Kirstie Alley, another one as well, who's on Celebrity Big Brother right
so
now.
They're discriminated and banned from employment opportunities because of their political views.
It's a pity a lot of people in Dublin aren't like that. Like Ireland, can you imagine a couple of those TV presenters in RTE, you can go, you're gone.
It's not very, that's not very fair though, just because they're conservative, different side of the political spectrum.
What does that mean?
As in, like, they're pro-gun, right? So they don't get work, so because of their political beliefs they're discriminated against.
Yeah.
Which is kind of illegal. In this country, anyway.
I know, but it's America.
I know, yeah. So maybe will Dean Kane come over when Trump's here?
So let me tell you, Dean Kane was in Ireland.
He was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, I was supposed to interview him, and it never came true. Yeah, my housemate interviewed him for a far less superior radio station.
Sure, there's no other radio stations. What are you on about?
No one listens to them. But yeah, I was supposed to interview him and I never got to.
So hang on. Is Dean Kane still your number? Is he still? Has he been ruined for you?
No, not for me. He has for Panty, but not for me. I don't think about him as the actor. I think about the character.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Dean, and I interviewed Henry Cavill. Is it Cavill or Cavill?
I don't know.
Hello, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
And I looked at him and was like, "You're not Superman. You're not Superman."
So Dean Kane is your Superman?
Dean Kane is my Superman, and I don't care what anyone says. If you start mounting at me that it's the other fella, God rest his soul, that died, no, he's muck.
Come on, Christopher Reeves. He wasn't
Christopher Reeves was muck.
No, he was. The only reason it was kind of bad is because the special effects weren't great, and he was flying and looked a bit awkward.
The two greatest of my entire life is Dean Kane and Terry Hatcher. I only watched Desperate Housewives because Terry Hatcher was in it. You can fight me for this. Fight me for a fiver. There's not a chance.
Right, so there we go. We'll have to leave on a controversial bombshell, Dean Kane being the greatest Superman. I don't know if many people are going to agree with you. We might get back a little bit later on, Crossy. I know we talked about crisps and food, as we always do, and we might chat about that a little bit later on, but we have to get to this email that was sent into us a little bit earlier on. It's to do with a new report that was on the front of the Times, the Irish edition of the Times today. It comes in from a gentleman named of Mark who mailed it into us, and let me read this out for you and you can let me know what you think of it. Hey lads, can you please talk about this? On the front of one of the papers today, there's something about demanding the HSE spend more money for free services for gamblers. There are far bigger problems in the HSE than wanting them to spend money on problem gamblers. These lads need to cop on, grow up, and stop blaming everyone else. They need a good dose of responsibility and need to stop blaming the lack of services for their problems. When they knew they had a betting problem, why not use the money they were putting on the dogs or on the horses or whatever to get the help they needed? Gambling is a habit. It's not a disease that should be looked after by the HSE. It's hardly contagious now, is it? I don't want my taxpayers' money being used to cover the cost of people who burn through thousands and thousands of euro in a betting shop. Think about it. It makes absolutely no sense. If you can pay for a gambling habit, you can pay for your recovery. Stop looking to blame the HSE for not having free services and take some personal responsibility for your addiction. That comes in from Mark. And I want to know, what do you make of Mark's comments about that? Do you think they're kind of completely ignorant, vile, way off the mark? 53104 for 20 cents, 6797 FM104. And just how much of a problem is gambling in this city and in this country at the moment? Does the HSE and the state, do we need to kind of step up to the plate and provide far more support for gambling addicts across the board and make this a priority over other services? And what has been your experience with gambling addiction? We'd love to know this evening. It's always, it's always a sensitive issue, always an important issue to think. But is there any merit in what Mark's comments that he's made here this evening on the show? Let us know. We're going to be talking about that in a couple of moments' time. Again, you can share your opinion, get your thoughts into us. 53104 for 20 cents. We're doing that next.
the biggest truck in Dublin, and it's driving to you soon.
Let's go.
The FM104 Roadhog and Super Truck Honky.
Ready or not?
With 4-star pizza.
Here I come.
Open wide. That's a whole lot of pizza coming your way. Driving to you soon. The FM104 Roadhog and Super Truck Honky. It's the biggest truck in Dublin.
Dublin's hit music station. FM104.
Secure your success with Chartered Accountants Ireland.
And qualify as a chartered accountant while you work.
Deadline extended. Apply by Sunday the 9th of September at charteredaccountants.ie.
Get the gang together for Tinder the Comedy at the Tivoli Theatre this October 4th to 24th. Join Chaz, Maz and Kaz as they experience dating in your 30s through Tinder. Should have swiped left. Laugh your socks off as Kaz's hen party throws up embarrassing stories and earth-shattering discoveries. Tinder the Comedy. Swipe yourself some tickets for the funniest night of the year. She's a total Tinderella.
Would you like to wear sandals or your trainers?
What about my moon boots or my rainbow wellies?
Or your school shoes?
What about my dinosaur slippers or my roller skates?
Kids love choices. That's why they can now choose between the crispy or the new grilled chicken wrap in their Happy Meal. Made with grilled chicken, lettuce and ketchup, all wrapped up in a small tortilla. The crispy or the new grilled chicken wrap. There's something to make everyone smile in a Happy Meal.
FM104's The Gig is now officially sold out in record time.
It's Codeline! Codeline are headlining FM104's The Gig.
Hi, we're the Academic.
Hi, I'm Gavin James.
Hi, we're the Blizzards. We're Wild Youth.
This is Al Gibbs.
FM104's The Gig is back for its 10th year.
Woo! Dublin's hit music station.
We'll see you on September 20th at the Olympia.
FM104.
Let's go. FM104's Big Picture with movies at cinemas. Blockbuster entertainment at the greatest value.
Denzel Washington's back in The Equalizer 2.
Hey, how you doing? I'm the driver you called to take home your girlfriend. The credit card was invalid. Come in. You're not going to ask me if she got home okay? I'm going to need your cameras, cell phones, anything you might have used to record what you did here tonight. Knocked on the wrong door tonight, Pops.
If you have a problem and there's nowhere else to turn, the mysterious and elusive Robert McCall will deliver the vigilante justice that you seek. This time, however, McCall's past cuts especially close to home when thugs kill Suzanne Plummer, his best friend and former colleague.
Robert, I've been thinking, it's great you're helping all these random people and everything, but it's not going to fill that hole in your heart. I'm obligated to tell you these things. I'm the only friend you've got.
Denzel Washington returns to one of his signature roles in The Equalizer 2, which is the first sequel of his career. Fans will love this action thriller, which serves up some swift, ass-kicking justice to those that deserve it most.
You ever see Star Trek?
Yes, sir.
You make sure I get a 5-star rating.
Yes, sir.
I'm Sean Monsanti with The Big Picture in Dublin's FM104.
Dublin's hit music station.
FM104. FM104's The Buzz.
Hi, I'm Saoirse. Louisa has her friends and family to thank for helping her survive the festival season. Louisa says having her loved ones nearby helped her overcome stage fright.
I just like to bring my friends and family, to be honest with you. They keep me motivated and they help me when I'm backstage and I'm getting a bit nervous and calm me down, because I do get quite nervous.
His new movie may have broken box office records, but he will always be remembered for his role as Leslie Chow in The Hangover. The Buzz caught up with Ken Jeong to find out if we can expect a Leslie Chow spin-off.
The Hangover is what got me to the dance. That's why I'm here, doing Crazy Rich Asians. I would love to do Todd Phillips and everyone, they're family to me. I would love to do anything Chow related. Would be amazing.
They might work in the same industry, but Simon Webb reveals he's got another thing in common with Big Narsty. Simon reveals their unlikely connection.
We share the same barber. Very, very well. So it's pretty funny, and the thing is he's Marvin from JLS's president. He would never say it.
FM104.
FM104 Phone Show with Cormac Moore.
It's controversial. It's different radio for 2018.
FM104.
06797 FM104 if you want to get in touch. Now, there's going to be a new movie hitting select Dublin cinemas and Irish cinemas this week. It's kind of it's been described in a few different places as a cross between Love, Hate and Dumb and Dumber. It's drugs, crime, violence and comedy. And to come on and talk a little bit about it more, how the movie was put together, the inspirations, all that kind of stuff behind it, and just what kind of dark comedy drug movie it is. Director Ian Adams, what's the story, sir? How are you?
Everything's grand, yeah. You?
Good. I have been kind of following the trailers for this movie for, I'd say, must be nearly over a year at this stage. And I remember seeing the initial one a long time ago and thinking, wow, this looks unreal. For people who have absolutely no idea what you've created and what you've produced, can you tell us a little bit about the Lads movie?
So the Lads, me and a good mate of mine, Joe Reid, we made a full feature film on a budget of €252, and it's 1 hour and 47 minutes long, and we're kind of just, the reason we're making it as well is to show people that nowadays, you know, anyone can make a film with today's, you know, with all the cameras and technology you get at home. Anyone can do it these days, but it's just the likes of getting it out there that's the kind of problem, you know. But so it's nearly 2 years, 2.5 years. It's been a long process, but it's finally, something's finally happening with it, so we're happy with it so far.
Yeah.
Thank God. You know what I mean? 2 years, man. Geez, come on, something, but it's happening now, thank God.
Happy days. I mean, the trailer I saw, the last couple of trailers I saw, just again starts off very serious. Again, a very love-hate vibe to it. 3 lads tied up, have the shit kicked out of them, and then they're just giving the finger to the lads. I mean, what's the whole kind of vibe behind it?
What's the story, pretty much?
Yeah.
So, pretty much, 3 idiots, Fionn, Scott and Paul. They're childhood friends, obviously, and they've known each other a very long time. And pretty much they find a bag of money. They spend the money, and it turns out the money belongs to gangsters. And they spent the money in 2 weeks, so the gangster says to them, right lads, if you spent it in 2 weeks, you have 2 weeks to get it back. So pretty much it's a whole kind of fight for survival for the lads to, right, we either get this money or we're dead, you know what I mean? So but the way I wrote it was the likes of, you know, me and my mates, or you and your mates, you know, what would you actually do if you were in this situation? You know, it's right, let's rob someone's gas, let's rob someone's purse, you know what I mean? Just little situations you could imagine people getting themselves into, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to imagine that this hasn't actually happened to you, has it? Just so we're clear. No. Bringing you on, and you're like, I had to rob someone's gaff, but it's fine now.
No, like, we didn't get caught and robbing two gaff. No, but that's the thing, though, and as well, same thing with the characters, you know, each character in it is, and the situations they put themselves into, it's happened to someone you know, or you do know one of these people, you know, in the film, you know, it's like, it's one of your mates, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, I'm trying to relate to a lot of Irish people nowadays, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what made you want to go down the comedy route with it then? Because obviously, you know, it's set on a very serious kind of framework of drugs and getting involved in that kind of side of things. But why the comedy angle?
I just kind of, I don't know, yeah, I've never really done comedy before. I've done horror, you know, well, this would be kind of my first kind of proper real film.
Yeah,
you know, yeah. Taking it more seriously, kind of, you know. But, yeah, I've never really done comedy. And I said, right, I might as well just give it a shot. But see, the way it is, though, it's not, I'm not labeling it as a comedy. I'm calling it, you know, it's a serious film ruined at moments of comedy.
Well, that's a good way of putting it, yeah, because I know it's definitely not slapstick. The tone of it is very much dark and serious and kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, lads have got their face kicked in. It's not. Yeah. It's not a one-liner kind of slapsticky thing.
No, it's not type. It's not the type. You know, the superheroes. You know, these are the lads. They're gonna kick the head off everyone. It's like, no. It's like, these are the lads. These are the 3 lads. Because whenever you say that's the lads, it's usually, you know, they're what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the lads, the casual, the fun, dopey lads, you know what I mean? They're up for a bit of crack kind of.
They're up for figuring out how to get a bag of money back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And everyone that falls through it. So, this has been 2.5 years in the process. I mean, how did you actually do it on 250 quid?
Mainly just, like, all the actors are friends. and then all the crew was friends. So pretty much everyone who's helped out has been friends and family.
It's not going to turn around in some weird kind of way where now you're going to have 2 weeks to pay everyone else back for this hit being a huge success. They'll be like, come here, man.
No, but that's the thing. Obviously, like it's not this. It wasn't been like, you know, a one-man show. Like, I have had a lot of help from friends and family. Like, shout out to Joe Reid, Ryan Hennessy, Dylan Hanlon, Dale O'Brien. There's been a lot of people, you know, who have helped me, and obviously it's not going to make millions, but if it does make a few bob, I'll sort out.
You'll dig it out, yeah.
I'm not, you know, just be like, oh, yeah, it didn't make any money, lads. It's all going in my pocket.
You there in a brand new Beamer going, it's tough times, lads, you know, the film industry.
Yeah, the whole lot is like, no, lads, it was always me, day number one, just me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, have you had have you had any, in this kind of day and age now where everyone loves to jump on Twitter and complain around, have you had anyone giving you grief over trying to make the drug world funny?
What do you mean? Like, have I had people kind of
not saying
put me down about it?
As in just kind of give you a bit of hassle or grief, or kind of I would say complaining about the fact that you're maybe you're trying to make light of a drug industry?
No, not really. I've had a lot of people a lot of people don't like seeing people do what they enjoy doing. I've had a lot of people like that saying, oh, you know, there's no point making movies, blah, 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 don't do it, stuff like that.
The usual Irish shit.
The usual shite, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you've screened it in a couple of places so far, have you? It's been screened in a couple of festivals. We had one in the Real Film Festival in Cork. Yeah.
This was last September, and we got best runner-up feature film. So we came second pretty much.
I don't mind that. We'll take them all, like, Jesus.
Yeah, so we're happy enough with that.
And so what's the crack for now? Because it's been getting a select release in a couple of theatres. When is it out, and when can people go and see it?
So it's out Friday the 21st of September in Omniplex Cinemas in Rathmines, Cork, Limerick and Arklow. So it's only those 4 cinemas, only in Omniplex, those 4 cinemas. It's on for 1 week. If it does well, it stays in longer. And pretty much how it works is that anyone out there who is listening, please go see it, because if you go to see it, it stays in longer than 1 week. So that would be fantastic if we could even just milk it even 2 weeks. I'd be happy enough with that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, so just what inspired the name The Lads Movies? Or The Lads Movie, sorry.
Well, it's just called The Lads. But a lot of people have said, The Lads Movie, but it's not.
Just The Lads.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No, I was like, about to go on a mad one here. Like, who do you think you are, man?
Go on for the crack. Just let it all out. One of a long list of people apparently getting it wrong. My apologies.
I know, but it's called The Lads. We had a few titles. We were going to call it The Boys, BOIZ.
Oh yeah, of course.
But then we're like, actually, no, man, it's very Bebo-ish, you know what I mean? It's not 2008. Or we were going to call it Boyos, but then at the same time, it said some clown would probably turn around and say, oh, yeah, have you seen Boyos?
They think it's some sort of weird Spanish movie that should just come out, you know? I really love Boyos. It sounds like a new pub on South William Street that might open or something, you know?
Yeah. So I was like, no, I don't think Boyos. But then The Lads was one of them, and I said it to a few people. So people were like, that's right, and it's like, actually, that's alright, man. You haven't really heard of a film called The Lads before, which I haven't.
Yeah. I think it kind of hits the nail on the head from the trailers and everything that I've seen, and the vibe it's going for. I think The Lads is a perfect summation of what it is and where it's going. So it's out the end of this month again in Rathmines. Most people listening here, it's Rathmines, they're Omniplex in Rathmines, and people are encouraged to go along and see the movie that you directed. And you said, did you write it as well?
Yeah, I wrote it, and I wrote, directed, and I acted in it as well, so cheaper and all that. Build the ego and all as well, isn't it?
Well, then it brings it back to the fact you have to get paid 3 times now before anyone else is getting a penny. You're like, sorry,
no one again, no one, I was getting a Beamer for myself and all that.
Happy days. Listen, Ian, thanks a million for coming on and having a quick chat. It was fair play for putting that movie together on a budget of 250 quid, because that's, I said, it's phenomenal. People now, you're going to put a lot of people to shame, because a lot of people be going now, I'm just a lazy arsehole, I haven't bothered getting out and doing it. But best of luck with the release anyway.
Just to brag about it a bit more, Finuage, we have our new film that's nearly finished, and that's our budget on that so far is 300 quid. So fingers crossed.
Massive increases. It's nearly nearly a 20. Well, it might nearly be a 20-30% increase in budget. That's ridiculous, lads.
So we got right cakes and on this one, so we went all out with the budget.
Fancy bastards.
Yeah.
What's the next one about?
So the next one is, this one's a thriller kind of horror. So pretty much it's about a bunch of childhood friends that haven't seen each other in years. Then they get together in city centre for a friend's birthday party, and then in the next morning they wake up in the forest in the middle of nowhere, and someone's hunting them down one by one, killing them off. But there's a twist. Ooh. Scary, isn't it?
I'm terrified here. I think I just pissed myself a little bit.
Yeah, terrifying, man.
Any idea when that'll be done, dusted, ready to go?
We're nearly finished at the minute, so we have about 6 more days left of shooting. So hopefully we'll have it shot by the end of this year, and hopefully maybe look at something next year.
Yeah, perfect. Well, listen, Ian, best of luck with both of them. Best of luck with The Lads, which is a movie. I'm not going to call it The Lads movie ever again. And thanks for coming on and having a chat with us.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for being with me, yeah.
Are you ready? The Strawberry Alarm Clock on FM 104
with Jim and Nobby.
How are you, your ma?
What you doing? I'm a ma with the glasses on me face. Don't be doing that to neighbours. What? Going mad, wearing glasses. That makes me a ma. Here you, to neighbours. What? Get up them stairs. Get down here. Get up your dinner.
Oh man, it was just like Mrs. Brown. Cool, another great one in the can.
FM 104's Strawberry Alarm Clock
with StudAlign.ie.
Back tomorrow from 6.
FM 104.
The penalty for using a mobile phone while driving is an automatic 3 points on your licence and a €60 fine. Mobile distraction can impair your judgment and reaction time as much as driving under the influence. That's why there's no legal limit for mobile phone use. No ifs, no buts, no excuses. One text, one call, one look could be the cause of a fatal collision. It won't kill you to put it away. From the Road Safety Authority and on Garda Síochána.
Everyone is expecting Christmas, but no one is expecting the amazing Christmas orchestrated by Mickey Mouse at Disneyland Paris. Book now at abbeytravel.ie and enjoy up to 2 nights free. Conditions apply.
At Santa's House Express in Palmerstown Estate, we're looking forward to welcoming you to our 2018 festive experience. This year, we'll have an extended festival funfair area for all the family to enjoy. As always, there will be the magical Santa Express train journey, the Enchanted Manor home with Mrs. Claus and the elves, and of course, everyone will get to meet the big man himself. Tickets on sale now and selling fast. Book yours at santasHouseExpress.ie.
FM 104's Block Party Mix. Whenever you need me, whenever you want me.
Hey, Frank Jazz, what up? It's your boy Lil Wayne.
Don't care what your friends say.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Kanye West. You listen to the hottest DJ in the world right now. I'll let you know, Frank Jazz.
The biggest hits in the mix. Frank Jazz. Frank Jazz. Hey, Frank Jazz.
Frank Jazz. Remember that name, cause he killing the game. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Frank Jazz called, so I rolled up. FM 104's Block Party Mix.
Frank Jazz. You know it's FM 104.
FM 104. Let's go.
FM 104's Big Picture with movies at cinemas. Blockbuster entertainment at the greatest value.
Denzel Washington's back in The Equalizer 2.
Hey, how you doing? I'm the driver you called to take home your girlfriend. The credit card was invalid. Come in. You're not going to ask me if she got home okay? I'm going to need your cameras, cell phones, anything you might have used to record what you did here tonight.
Knocked on the wrong door tonight, Pops.
If you have a problem and there's nowhere else to turn, the mysterious and elusive Robert McCall will deliver the vigilante justice that you seek. This time, however, McCall's past cuts especially close to home when thugs kill Suzanne Plummer, his best friend and former colleague.
Robert, I've been thinking, it's great you're helping all these random people and everything, but that's not going to fill that hole in your heart. I I'm obligated to tell you these things. I'm the only friend you got.
Denzel Washington returns to one of his signature roles in The Equalizer 2, which is the first sequel of his career. Fans will love this action thriller, which serves up some swift, ass-kicking justice to those that deserve it most.
You ever see Star Trek?
Yes, sir.
You make sure I get a 5-star rating.
Yes, sir.
I'm Sean Sanji with the big picture in Dublin's FM104.
Dublin's hit music station.
FM104.
The FM104 Phone Show with Cormac Moore.
It's controversial. It's different radio for 2018.
FM104.
Problem gamblers are being ignored by the HSE, which does not offer enough treatment through its addiction services, a study has found. That is the front of the Times Ireland edition today. A consultant psychiatrist led a study. Colin O'Gara basically saying that we have not got enough support services for our gambling addicts in this country, and that they're being ignored. They're not being provided with the help that they need. And also the Institute, in the same article, the Institute of Public Health in Ireland has said that there are 40,000 gambling addicts in this country, or 1% of the population. Others apparently claim that there might be more than double that, up to 110,000 people with gambling addictions in this country. Tonight we're asking, is gambling that serious of an issue? Are we ignoring the problem? Is it happening across the city and across the country that needs to be dealt with? Does the HSE and the state need to provide far more than what they're doing right now? Or should they not? Should it be up to the gamblers themselves to sort that out? Because we got a mail in off that story in the Times today. We got a mail in from Mark. And let me read it out to you, and you can let me know what you think. Hey lads, can you talk about this please? On the front of one of the papers today, there's something about demanding the HSE spend more money for services for gamblers. There are far bigger problems in the HSE than wanting them to spend money on problem gamblers. These lads need to cop on, grow up and stop blaming everyone else. They need a good dose of responsibility and stop blaming the lack of services for their problems. When they knew they had a betting problem, why not use the money they were putting on the dogs or on the horses or whatever to go and get help? Gambling is a habit, it's not a disease that should be looked after by the HSE. It's hardly contagious now, is it? I don't want my taxpayers' money being used to cover the cost of people who burn through thousands and thousands of euro in a betting shop. Think about that, he says. It makes absolutely no sense. If you can pay for a gambling habit, you can pay for your own recovery. Stop looking to the HSE for not having free services and take some personal responsibility for your addiction. That comes in from Mark. I want to know what your thoughts are about those comments. I mean, a lot of people might say they're a little bit ignorant, they're a little bit out of touch, maybe has not been affected by a gambling addiction in their life or in their family. You can get us on 53104 for 20 cents, or you can call us up right now into the studio, 0167997 FM104. And I want to go over to Marie, who's on line 1. Marie, hi, how are you?
Hey, Cormac.
Doing well. Thanks for coming on the show this evening. You've heard kind of...
yeah, I think Mark is dead right. I think the HSE shouldn't be putting into it, as he just said in his email there. Let them use their own money, they're gambling, and let them get their own help. Because the HSE, we have people that are lying on trolleys in hospitals, no fault of their own, and can't have operations. We have children that have special needs in this country, can't have SNAs because they haven't got the funding for it. So you want us to fund them to have the money to go in and spend in the bookies? Grow up. And take responsibilities for our own actions.
But why do you think like that? Why don't you see them as maybe more...
I have gamblers in my family, and I'd be the first to say it, but they have to grow up. No, it's self-inflicted. No, I don't. I just don't. I just think it's self-inflicted. They need to grow up and come away from the gambling. If you have a family, they're supposed to be your thing, not going to workers. They have the money to gamble. This is what I'm trying to say to you. But yet they won't have the money. The HSE hasn't got funding for SNAs that are needed for children with special needs that are supposed, it's their human right to have an education. They choose to gamble. They choose to go that road in their life. They choose that.
But what
let them pay for it.
You think it's a choice? You think
yeah. We all have choices in life. We can make mistakes, but we have to get ourselves out of them, and we have to be able to sort ourselves out. Can't keep running the people to sort you out.
What have been some of the worst things that you've experienced with problem gamblers?
They don't care about Anton. They don't care. They only care about getting to the bookies. It's like anyone that has a bad addiction, they have to get sorted. You understand that? But if you've the money to gamble, if that much money, you've just said in the thing there, they've a lot of money to gamble. Well, let them pay for their help out of that money.
What about?
You might think I'm cold. I'm not being cold. I just agree with that man, Mark. I agree with everything he said. I'm not being cold. I'm being realistic. The HSE has too much going on in this country that needs to be looked after before that needs to be looked after. Well, or else let the bookies fund some of the money for it. They're the gains of it. You'll never win the bookies. Let's call a spade a spade. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so even the fact that there's, 110, according to some reports, 110,000 addicts, would you not see that as nearly a bit of a national crisis?
Yeah, it's a crisis. They just need to go. I'm just annoyed that they can pay for themselves, because they have the money to gamble. That's what I'm saying. And as that man just said, why should the taxpayer fit the bill for that?
What about worst case scenario then? If some of these addicts have burned through all their money, burned through their partner's money, and have gotten themselves in a load of debt, so they wind up that they unfortunately don't have any money. What are they meant to do then?
It's called life, isn't it? We all get knocked. We've all got to climb back up. It's called life. And I'm not, you might be ringing me up now and saying, that's ahead. It's not. You've got to start looking after proper things. That, to me, that's self-inflicted. And that's just the way it is. Like, I have no sympathy for people that end up on drugs. This day and age, compared to years ago, I'm just saying it as it is. You just have to stop depending on people. They're pulling them out of things. The HSE, they've too much. They're saying they've no money. I listen to this show all the time, and they've no money for this, they've no money for that. But they think they could have money for that. Don't think so. No, I'm not being cold. I'm just fucking being realistic, yeah.
But you think that, well, then is that your attitude towards all addicts then, that they shouldn't have any help from the HSE or the state?
I think addicts are not to go on people getting caught up in it this day and age. No, old time was, yeah. This day and age, I don't think there's any excuse for it.
Even for like drug addicts?
Anything at this, yeah. I'm no angel. Paul McGann's an angel. I done things. I'm not an angel. I don't want people getting on this saying, who's the shady? I'm not an angel. Done things. But you've got to sort yourself out. And that's the reality of it. And you can't just keep falling back on people and thinking, oh, this happened, that happened. That's why. There are excuses. They're manipulators. That's what they are. And it doesn't work like that.
And did you ever get any help from the state, let's say when you were growing up or sorting yourself out?
No. Because I wasn't, as I said, wasn't an angel. I made mistakes. It wasn't that I was ever that bad that I needed to go and say I need this and that. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Because I knew myself I was doing wrong at the time,
right.
And I got to get myself out of that. That's what I'm saying. And that's in all, that'll be down the line for everyone. Maybe you're going to have the caller saying he's a cold-hearted fuck. No, I'm not. I'm fat of a cold-hearted fuck, I know. I'm just saying, I'm a bit older than some of them, probably, and a bit wiser, and you can't just keep it. The HSE, we have too much sick people in this country, we have too much things, there's not enough resources going to, and now we're taking on the gambling. No, there's the money to gamble, let them get themselves the fuck out of it.
Okay.
I'm sorry for not using that language, sorry.
No.
Don't usually course.
No, that's okay, Marie. Hang on the line there if you can, and I want to get to Jack in a minute. I need to take a quick ad break. What do you mean by that? We're getting a lot of texts in regards to that. I suppose Marie taking more of a, what would you call it? I suppose a tough love approach. She sorted out. HSE has got better things to be doing with their money than providing services for free services for addicts. But again, the report that came out today, apparently we have 110, potentially up to 110,000 people with gambling addictions. Is that a bit of a national crisis that we should be diverting money to and funding to? And if this was any other type of addiction, would we be thinking in the same way? Would we be, saying the same about alcoholics? They shouldn't be getting any support from the state or any services provided to them. The same with drug addicts. Let us know. 53104 for 20 cents or 6797 FM104. Jack's got an idea about who should be paying for this, and we're going to be talking to him next.
This is Freaks on Friday. The weekend is here.
FM104's Freaks on Friday. This Friday from 7 p.m. with Corona Extra, making your holiday moments matter. Log on, lime in. Always drink Corona Extra responsibly.
FM104.
It's the Right Price Tiles and Wood Flooring half-price sale. Get up to 50% off on all your purchases. All tiles, all wood flooring, all cladding, and all bathware. Up to 50% off everything. The half-price sale at Right Price Tiles and Wood Flooring. Stores nationwide. Sale extended until Sunday.
Get the gang together for Tinder the Comedy at the Tivoli Theatre this October 4th to 24th. Join Chaz, Maz and Kaz as they experience dating in your 30s through Tinder.
Should have swiped left.
Laugh your socks off as Kaz's hen party throws up embarrassing stories and earth-shattering discoveries. Tinder the Comedy. Swipe yourself some tickets for the funniest night of the year.
She's a total Tinderella.
These days, companies can come and go, but Mike Murphy Insurance is celebrating 50 years in business in Ireland. To celebrate, you can save 20% off car insurance, home insurance or van insurance now. Call Mike Murphy Insurance on 012900200 or visit mikemurphyinsurance.ie. Anniversary sale now on. New Shore Life Limited, trading as Mike Murphy Insurance, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
FM104's The Gig is now officially sold out in record time.
It's Codeline! Codeline are headlining FM104's The Gig. Hi.